Hey everybody, how have you been doing? So we are back going into the Akai leagues, and we'll try to join Akai's room. Let's see, today is the 2nd, so 11:02 is the North American password. Alright, here we are. Are they in the middle of a league? I'm not sure. We'll see. It looks like they're in the middle of a league, so yeah. Got a ways to go before we'll be able to watch the match, but we'll see. But I'm happy to be back in the Akai leagues. This is we're about an hour in. I won't be able to start at the start of the Akai leagues. My family's schedule has kind of changed, and so I take my son to music classes right when Akai leagues is starting. So I'll usually be missing the first league battle, but I'll be able to play in the second and third, hopefully, in the future. This one might be already the second one in the middle of it, which is what I would assume. So I might be missing those quite a bit going forward, but it'll be a lot of fun regardless. Always enjoy joining the Akai leagues, but I think with family lunch times, this should be the first one actually. No, I mean the second one. So we'll see. But it's wonderful to see. We got Kung Fu Hustle, Jimmy Claymore, got Fence, General Ripper, Surge Mode Gaming, Hectic Fall, Setsuna. This is a really strong field. Al Wild, Two Scoops of Face, Legion, LD Wells, Cat, Karacharius Vid, and Rayblade. Wonderful. Wonderful to have everyone here. Hey, Fishbeard, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing really, really well. So it's good to join the Akai leagues. I don't know if I'm not able to watch the replays, I might jump out and then just kind of join Akai on the comms, but let's see, because I don't see Akai playing right now. He's hosting. He's doing his host role, so I'll double check and we can chat while we're doing that. Let me see. It's been a while. I miss being on the mic with Akai and with Setsuna. It's been, gosh, maybe 3 months, 2.5 months. It's a lot going on in everyone's life, but we're all happy enjoying Virtua Fighter. How's everybody enjoying World Stage? Awesome. We do get to watch these matches. I'm really happy then. Then I can at least comment on these, and I think that'll be good. Let me see if he's watching the same one.
You should be entered by passcodes to make sure just don't go by using my name to search.
Hey Kai, how are you doing today?
Hey Chanchai, doing well. It's the second day of one of these sessions, so...
Oh, it's good to be back at the Akai Leagues. I missed it so much.
Yeah, yes it is, yeah.
It has been.
We got 16 players for Europe and 15 players for North America. We had this one issue with Europe with one player at the entire game just closed out.
I see.
So far everything else aside that is running smoothly, at least game area wise, right? But we still have some people joining the wrong room, but much more smoother than yesterday. So.
Okay, good. Well, that's what the start of a new season and start of a new launch is for, right? Just kind of getting everything back in order and also ironing out all the kinks. And especially with crossplay, we knew there was going to probably be kinks. So, let's see today. So 2 and...
Actually, I'm on the PlayStation. Which system are you using today?
I'm on Steam. I'm using the PC, yeah.
Yes. So I won't be able to invite you into the room because I'm on the PlayStation. So that's another thing that I have to take. Because usually I leave that 16 spot as a private spot, so that I accidentally start.
I see.
Let me check and see if it's not fill out requirements here.
Wow. At least on PC, I'm able to join in directly, just looking up the room, and again, making sure that we have that crossplay setting enabled. And then, yeah, I like the way that the blue looks on this too. in the room.
Yeah, it's a cool
The cool blue.
blue versus a warm orange yellow from Wevo.
Yeah. For the moment, that cool blue is looking nice to me. So.
Yes. Virgin Sun, right now the league is running and the 16th spot is private. So you most likely might not be able to actually join the room because it's private. I can invite you in once the league ends, you could join the room or I'll invite you in since you're on the PlayStation system. Because the Europe room, the invitation spot was taken up, and so that's how you could join in. But there's still a private spot left on the North America room. This is a little quick I do so that the room doesn't actually accidentally start when we do it. But since you want to join in, I'll definitely get you in the next league. There should be an ad break coming up soon.
Hey, Baba. Yeah, it's always good to have more people in the room, and I think Akai's league, just like as well as my league. So both the Chanchai's Dojo session and the Akai leagues both regularly get a lot of attendance, and so we always want to keep this up, and so it's good to have everyone kind of now we're on a closer to the same page. Of course, we're figuring out the crossplay environment. But it's really wonderful to have, PS5 and PC and Xbox. Now on the PC end, I can only tell if somebody's console. Is there a way to tell me if it's Xbox or not? I don't think I see that.
No, it's a generic controller.
Yeah, it's just console, period. Okay. Yeah, so it's just visibly for us, it's just distinguishing that. So it's more if the players let us know that they were playing on Xbox, but I've been hearing that the game runs great on Xbox Series X. So.
Alright, looks like we got someone else got disconnected from the room. So just want to make sure that it's...
Excellent!
So... we are happy for some of the measures that they've been adding on the game, but they do come with some consequence or some cost, right? So we're seeing a performance toll because of easy anti-cheat, right? And
everything up. I would say I would have preferred if they have given us the opportunity to beta test for them these different modes. I think their intention was to just test their crossplay, but if we were given the opportunity, in hindsight, of course, there's always in hindsight, right?
Yeah.
If we had given the opportunity to test out the room mode and more stage mode and other stuff, some of these things that was detected might have been able to.
No, it's very true, and it's
again in hindsight.
Well, in hindsight, they're interesting decisions, right? They made the decision to. Seems like this time they had this real focus on trying to, and I think it's correct to focus on the crossplay. I do think that generally is correct, but it is definitely also the trade-off, the missed opportunity. So, I think we're seeing that the world stage mode at least is generating good buzz in this first week. So, then some people are like, well, would that have generated buzz during the beta? It's maybe not. But I think the focus on crossplay was right, but the downside to that decision though is that then it's not generating as much activity, like high activity, like that you would want when you do like a demo, and then of course without using those numbers, then you're gonna rely on that launch period more for figuring out all these kinks, and so that's a rougher launch window. So that's one of those big trade-offs, and so I probably would agree with you though that it probably would have been, it would create a much smoother first week, right? If they had really kind of stress test all the modes or more of the modes and done more with those beta periods, especially if they had two beta periods, right? We had the closed beta and then we had an open beta.
Yeah, I was assuming that we were going to try out more, especially when the second representative was kind of mentioned in her post email, like, oh, they want us to test the training mode. So
yeah,
maybe it's the training mode for those who don't have Red Bull before, just the Ultimate Showdown mode. So that's why I was a little bit more disappointed. But.
Yeah. Well, these decisions are even harder than some of the other decisions, right? Like, because we don't know, is it the dev decision or is it the or is marketing's decision? Sometimes it's marketing or publisher's decision, right? And sometimes it's the publisher's decision, and then sometimes it's the developer's decision, right? And these are different sides, right? We're watching like Tekken having to deal with these two sides having different ideas all the time. So in VF, who knows? But I think when talking to Sega, it sounds like every company, those dynamics too. Sometimes like what the dev says versus what the publisher says. But it would have been interesting. So what challenges are we seeing though? Because I have been really busy with other stuff the past few days, so I have not been able to enjoy this full.
I think with World Stage, I think the main bug, is that I think Mr. figure out what was causing the issue is if you spam the start button or something when you to rematch the AI bot after you lose, it causes it to just go defense, like just blocking.
I see. If you pan the start button, so it's actually accepting the start button input. Okay.
I think I pressing at least twice.
So I'll privately say that. Well, it's this publicly saying. So like during Final Showdown, we had like special sparring mode, and so one of the things you could do in special sparring, because each bot had like things it would do, and you kind of wanted to see it. So one of the tricks you could do to kind of to get it to show its hand more was while you're guarding, you could like mash other stuff, and you could just mash other inputs, and then it's not that it would tell the AI what to do, it's just that it basically would roll the dice, right? So then the AI would be very active while you were guarding and you inputted something. So you would kind of like, well, let's see what this bot likes to do. And so I'll just guard here and mash like an input. And I don't know if that's the case here, because I feel like when I played World Stage on hard mode, I felt like it was sufficiently difficult enough that while I could do that stuff, I was just preoccupied fighting it and making decisions very actively. It was really keeping me busy, so I was pretty happy with that, even though I have heard that there are certain sequences that the AI just doesn't account for, and so can kind of like beat it even on hard, right? I think I heard like Go Tsukami is one of those things, right? And I think watching well, I'd say that's go ahead.
I have not played World Stage mode enough, but I was actually talking to Search Mode Gaming about this. Compared to special sparring for Final Showdown was awesome. All the characters were customized with different outfits, so it made a very unique experience. And each one of them has a certain style. And it's nice to see it. Well, it's actually, I always remember playing Akira. He embarrassed all the playing AI embarrassed all the time and actually use Tetsusanko. And so you have to change your tactics against these different AIs. I'm not sure how much that is going to happen with the World Stage mode.
I'm feeling it.
1,000.
No, I feel it in World Stage. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna say is that in hard mode, I have not played normal, and I've heard normal is very much kind of like the arcade difficulty, right?
Okay.
So with normal, expect that one to be, that's more for people that are learning VF or building their skills but aren't quite like really strong, right? Whereas the hard mode is actually quite hard. Like I lost my first and my third game in playing World Stage because I was surprised what the AI was doing in the hard mode, and then I won a lot after that. But I had to do like it really punished you for making certain decisions. Like trying to delay in certain situations became a lot harder, but sometimes it was good because the AI actually implements delays, and the AI actually does do a lot of advanced techniques in the hard mode AI. It just
at the Q levels too.
So but there's only the things that it has trouble with is very special stuff with characters. So the two examples I'd give is that Go Tsukami is very strong against it, right? And then the second thing that's really strong against it for character specialized things is L-Blaze forcing rocket discharge is actually quite hard for the AI to deal with. So Fox was going on like 150 game win streak plus, because of that. And so it still gives a challenge, but it's like those things, if you find the situations to force those, it's kind of like the AI might have a general response as opposed to a specific detailed response to those two things. That said, generically, just like against real humans, backdash evade is quite strong against it, but it's not everything. You need to confirm what you do off of evade, and you need to, if it delays, then you need to be sharp enough to know what to do when you don't get an evade, with backdash evade. So it's just that, like, player like me is going to be able to get so much mileage off of backdash evade, but it is still a strong skill to build, and it is strong against humans, period. So that's one of those things where I think actually what we're seeing in the meta is some of the stronger players are using backdash evade more, probably because hard mode AI is kind of pushing them. The tricky thing about the hard mode AI or about world stage is that most of the booths are first to 2. They're not first to 3. And because of that, you probably don't have as much time as you normally would have to feel out the personality of the AI that much. I can feel it out. So on my stream, people did see me try to figure out the way that this AI wanted to play. Kind of like what I did in special sparring mode. I'm like, okay, it likes using this move, and it tends to do these decisions more. Like if it was probably gonna roll these decisions 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, and so you can still do that, but that first to 2 makes it like go by really fast. Like first to 2 makes the games go by super fast in the world stage mode. So, anyways, were you able to follow that? Okay.
Well, I feel most powerful, yeah. I'm just keeping track right now. We're almost finished with both leagues. So just let me update to see if we had 12 matches in. So I think we have 3 more rounds remaining. For 2 or 3 more rounds remaining for North America. For the Europe one is also similar. We start both at the same time. So again, once these leagues end, we've about 10 to 15 minutes before we start the second league, so those who want to continue playing, just stay in the room, and we do that. And those who leave, thank you for playing, of course. Again, these were meant to be convenience and flexibility for you guys, so that's how we organize these sessions. But yeah, definitely for those who want a good, challenging experience, hard mode is a completely different from normal mode.
It's really good. Yeah. Chanchai approves of the hard mode AI. Like honestly.
Wayne asked on my stream. Wayne is a UK Leo player.
Yeah.
I think finished top 8.
I've been wanting to spar with them, but we have trouble finding the right time. Go ahead.
Knockout.
Oh, that's all. He just want my stream time. I'm not sure you see the stream.
So he said, when you want to play? I do want to play when I can. I wish I could do it more. Trust me, if I was able to play as much as I want, you guys would be seeing me streaming every day. But I would like to spar soon, so maybe after Akai leaks today I can spar if you're... I know that's really late for people in the UK, but probably I think right now we're watching the second league, right?
First league.
This is the first one. Okay. All right. So in about like an hour and a half to 2 hours, I can probably spar.
if the rooms are maxed out, it's gonna be another 2.5 hours before it ends.
So King Death Cradle, the room is here. However, I know you're on PS5. What you can do here is this. I can jump out. You can jump in, and then Akai can like invite me into this league battle. That said, this is there will be people that might rotate out while others rotate in about how many battles left here? I can't see it on my screen.
We have we're in like one or two more rounds, so about 3 to 5 minutes.
So 1 or 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're looking at about 8 minutes. Okay. So
we did have one people disconnect from the North American Nana. It's unfortunate.
Okay.
So we had 3 disconnects.
Yeah, King Death Cradle, check back in about 10 minutes from now. That will be on the 40-minute mark. At the 40-minute mark, you should definitely come back into the room. It should be open at that time.
I assume that there's people who won't be able to play anyway from the first league.
Yeah.
But it looks like we're in the last round for both leagues. So let's see. Yeah, I think only Nanana disconnected from Boom, right? Let's see it. Yeah, RY is still here. Oh, the game's frozen. That's what happened. Shimata. We have a second issue here.
The game froze.
All right, guys. Yeah, we need RY or Jerry Weber to disconnect from the room.
So this has been an existing problem for a while, but yeah, this one is when two players have this issue.
Can you leave room?
Yeah. One of them's gonna have to sacrifice it. I might nudge Al Wild only because General Ripper's got his 8 wins.
And join second league.
But I understand how painful that decision is. So
yeah. So this is see if we could just
and then Al Wild, come back into the room to hang out here because you're still welcome. We do love you. We just it's just one of those things that sucks.
Is it still frozen for Jan Whipper?
No. It's moving forward.
Okay.
No, I told you it's a sad sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's a sad sacrifice.
We appreciate you guys understanding that there's going to be issues with the league rooms. The main thing we just want people to get to play against each other. That's the main priority. And so hopefully these things that freeze here and there once in a while will be not common.
But if you wanted to, for the special record, you should have Al Wild's. You should write down Al Wild's record up to that point. And then I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe give him an asterisk. Maybe have an asterisk so that you know like how many games he had to sacrifice. Because I think that would, because you like to keep stats. Because Akai likes to keep stats, I recommend doing that. Because Al Wild's, he's not going to show up on the leaderboard because he left the room.
No, he'll still show up on the leaderboards.
Okay. All right. Cool.
On the result standings and stuff, so just had to tally, I think so.
But I would say give him a bonus credit for the amount of games he sacrificed because of that decision, because of his cooperation. Yeah, like those are things that could matter later, and he might go, oh, you know, I think my position would have been a little better, but we'll go like, well, we'll give you a special asterisk. It says these are the number of games you had to sacrifice for taking one for the team.
Oh no, your game crashed on you too, Sago. After everything was going so smoothly, yes, the VF Neko Gods or garments were unkind to you. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's see.
Yeah.
Guys, people leaving the room, so hopefully that fixes the issues. But this should be the last round for Europe too. Do you know who were you crashed against, Sago? I just gotta make note of these two so that we could, let me get a piece of pen and paper to write down this information too. So it's Jan Whipper was with RYO.
Yeah.
Sago.
So from what you're saying, it sounds like Al Wild had to sacrifice 3 or 4 games. 3 or 4. No, the one that he played, the ones that he can no longer play. Understand that jumping out of the room, you can't play anymore for the rest of that league battle. And so I'm not saying we're giving points to people that disconnect, but but I would just say understand that he gave up the rest of this run so that General Ripper could move forward. So that the league could run forward. I hope that makes sense. It's just special consideration. You're just like, you know, give it a bit of merit because this is a sacrifice. It wasn't like, oh, he had to run or anything like this. This was the league had a problem. And Al Wild took one for the team so that the league could go forward. So one of those two had to do it.
Results now.
Right.
And so, congratulations to Jimmy for getting first place for Taka. It came down to all 3 players had 12 wins and 2 losses. This came from plus minus rounds. And LD was at fifth time for second. Thank you guys for playing for the first league on Sunday. We did have some issues here and there, so apologies on that. But for majority of players seem to be able to get all their matches in. So thank you. We will do a second and third league, so if you can continue playing, you are more than welcome to stay in the room and continue playing.
Okay. Sorry, I did misunderstand you, Akai. Because when I jump into the league late, I can't see the scoreboard, right? I can see other stuff. I cannot see the scoreboard.
Okay.
So because of that, I wasn't sure how many games were left. I thought when you said 3 or 4, you were talking about the rounds, but I was like, I thought it was. That's why I told King Death Cradle like 10 minutes, but actually it's because I thought that there's 3 more games left. All right, sorry about that.
Okay. Alright, I mean, it's also Europe just finished, so congratulations, man, on getting first place. Edward second, and I4 getting third place. Thank you guys for playing. Again, we're going to run 2 more leagues for those who want to continue playing. Apologies again. Of course, it's not, like I said, it's not that's my fault, but since I'm hosting, I should always apologize. Alright. So, stay in the room and continue playing. I'm going to post on let people know you can join the room. Hey, thanks for playing, John Weber. Appreciate it. Of course, we always do this where we could run, multiple leagues and everything, so.
Alright, King Death Cradle, the room is under Akai.
Alright, let me go update the information here. So again, the information and stuff is on, let's go to this info.
Oh, that was such a good meaty. Oh, really good. I like that. I gotta remember that this is
So again, there's 2 different rooms. Both are Akai rooms. It's best to look for the different character icons, or just go specifically add in the information, the room number, and the passcode. Those should be able to tell you the difference between each. Same time, Jan Weber. And thanks for the wait, Joe. We're running our second. We're into our second league now. Room. Second league of each room. We have several people here with issues. I need to go look through the chat later on to keep notes. But let me go post around and let people know you can join the room. Again, North America room is 64717. It has a jacket icon. If you go and go search by that, passcode is 1102.
oh, that meaty's so good.
Your room is Leon, and passcode is 0211. Okay? Let me go post let people know. You're from Europe though, so let me see how to fix. Oh, wait, you want to try the wrong room.
So KDC,
Fix that.
KDC, sorry I couldn't reply to you. I didn't want to interrupt Akai. But I'm glad you found the room. So. So Box Pizza Cat says that it's laggy on the EU side. For them.
Yeah, I think I saw Sago say that too.
That's tough because normally for them, their connection's really good with everyone, right? Box Pizza Cat in Sweden.
I have to check with that right now, but I'm kind of busy posting everything, so apologies. I'm gonna be a little silent here as I try to get everything.
Oh, no, I was just asking that as a general one, not exactly their connection to you, because EU's connection with you will probably be lower than with everyone else that's playing. Excuse me for the hiccups on the mic. Alright. Jimmy, that was a lot of fun fighting your Taka. I had a real fun time. It was a good wake up, and it was also a good mental stack activity as I was following the chats. So it was really good, really, really fun. And Taka is a real fun battle.
I do go through the stream chat after the stream ends to kind of pick up stuff that I might miss. Yeah, this also one note. The connection bars is not exactly the same as it was with Ultimate Showdown. So some people that usually have green on Ultimate Showdown might display as yellow, but the connection should feel better from these parts.
Gonna give a shout out to a couple of players in my region. So of course King Death Cradle, KDC Brawler. It's awesome to have you here, and also Tenchi Inyo, another wonderful player from locals who they play a lot of different fighting games. So VF is something that they enjoy on the side, but I'm really happy that they're supporting VF, playing it, and that they got it. They got Revo on PC, so I'm really happy to have you both here. Thank you both coming out. Verdant Sun, really good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing great. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun having everyone here. I do like this crossplay era. If numbers keep going up on attendance and we start feeling some kind of crowding, I think we might come up with some creative solutions like having 2 simultaneous leagues for that or something, but we'll see. That said, my current PC cannot handle streaming streaming and playing like PC plus PS5. It would definitely slow down one or the other, but if I did but later on I might find a solution to be able to do that. I do like Akai's setup though, where Akai can kind of feed into his streaming device, I think. Or are you're playing and streaming on one, but you're feeding into the other?
Sorry?
Right now your setup, it's a PS5 that is being captured, but you also have room to capture
PS5 and Steam. I have.
Okay, you're double capturing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you got a stream machine that's capturing 2 sources. All right. Awesome. Yeah, that's the setup I'm hoping to eventually kind of do. Right now, I definitely could not do that. It would definitely be playing on on the streaming setup, and I don't think it can handle doing 2 games at once that way. I think it would definitely cause performance issues and problems with running. But it would be fun to kind of run on both sides, because then you can increase the capacity of the events, just like Akai has. Being able to serve up to 32 players at once is wonderful.
Hey, Kamalamus, yeah, that's correct. I've always done that code. So Europe should be DDMM format. That's how it is for most of Europe, right? DDMM format, so 0211.
Yeah.
I've also thought maybe when my subscription ends for the PlayStation is that I make a new PlayStation account with Europe name on there, North American with a Steam or something like that. But I think, maybe not. That's not a good idea. Alright, let me go post one more place and we'll start the countdown now. 15 matches, 5 matches before we begin.
I do think that it's funny trying to be fair, right? So to be fair, it means it's doing what you're doing right now, which is swapping who's PC and who's PS5 between Saturday and Sunday. But but it would be funny if you just said, you know what, the PS5 just means EU and the PC means North America. But then players would get upset. But players would be like, hey, they're gonna find a way to make that annoying for them. You know what I mean? To make that mean something more than it does.
People, no.
Yeah, humans.
They can do that.
Yeah, but that's why that's why there's things that we call people skills.
So I think Virgin Sun connection looks great on my end now too, so that's good. Let's see. Hey, won't you guys mind if I leave the room and I invite you in to take up that private spot? Because we might not have 15 people and we could definitely get some people.
No problem. I'll jump in right now. I'll jump out. Even though I'm streaming and I'll kill the replay, but that's okay. Alright. I am out.
Second one for the team. Second one's for
Yeah. I don't do well with invites though, because I gotta jump out on Steam and then be like, oh, okay, send me the invite.
Sorry. Oh, you're on Steam. I can't do that. So you could come back in. I'm on the PlayStation 5.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
That's one thing we have to worry about. Is that's good for the sun. Yesterday you were red.
I'll get back. I'm on PlayStation.
All right, let me go invite you in.
Okay, but which one am I joining? The PlayStation one, right? Yeah.
Hey, can you invite me?
Yes, I'm going to invite you now. R2. That's Oshimata. I forgot I have a very long friend list. It's like,
Satsuna, how is it playing on PS5 for you? How's your experience?
I liked it.
Awesome.
I like it.
I'm happy to hear that.
It's okay. It's not bad. Oh. Says something went wrong.
Because 2 scoops of face jumped in?
I'm in.
No. Oh, you're in.
I'm in.
yeah.
Alright, we got a full 16 in here.
Lucas,
We got
that's
one red.
soon.
So King Death Cradle's having a rough connection to me, but that's weird. Okay. I hope he has a good connection to you guys, though. That's weird. We're in the same freaking area. It's all good.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it's just
Okay, thanks for letting us know, Jimmy.
he's always had a tough time with the connections, but now it's weird. He lives in the city now, so I don't know. But he has good connection to you guys, right? How's KDC Brawler's connection to you guys? Should be good.
ADC.
Yellow? Okay, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, he's yellow to me too. So.
Okay, good. Red to me, but it's weird because it's like we live less than 10 miles apart, so you know.
The VF Neko Flash kind to you.
Yeah. It could just be like on just the most recent ping because I just came back into the room. So it might be one of those where it adjusts. But I know KDC, he's a straight up honest guy. Real honest guy. Real good person, so. Zach Frost, I have not I only played one warm-up battle. It was an awesome battle with Jimmy Claymore's Taka. It was a lot of fun. But I will be playing in the next league, so I'm happy. I am sad that on Sundays I'll be missing the first league battle each week. That's just family schedule and stuff. My son's music class moved to Sundays around at that time. So after he's done and after I bring food for my family, then I can play. It's okay. I would say in this modern crossplay era, don't be surprised if you get a lot of yellow bars. And the green bars, we'll see. But Zekfra, or who is it? King Death Cradle has green with LD Wells, that makes sense. 2 scoops, that makes sense. I am surprised you don't have it with me though. But yeah. Oh, King Death Cradle, please change your settings to about 4 delay, okay? Can you set your delay to about 4 or 5? I'd almost recommend 5 to you, to be honest. But 4 or 5. Do not have it on default. Default is 2, so please, in league battles, I recommend rollback delay setting to about 4 or 5. Some people accept 3, but it's always going to pick the fastest of the 2, and that's pretty rough. Okay, I need to tell King Death Cradle right now on message because I'm on ad. So.
Alright, we have 2 more matches remaining for the North America room, and there's still 1 spot left open for those who want to join.
So I want to remind everybody, if you have not already, I do not recommend the default delay settings, which is 2. Do not do 2. Do about 4 or 5 if you're going to do a league battle. There are players from across the continent. Sometimes there are players from Hawaii. If you got it set on 2, you're probably going to be teleporting on their screen.
Hey, thanks for joining John Claude Gundam. So for the North America, we got a full 16-player wheel.
KDC just left to come back in. I was about to tell him not to do that, but he wanted to make sure, so he's going to come back into the room. I think you have to invite him, he is on PlayStation. So,
he should be able to join now because he took up the Cessna took an invite spot. So
okay. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, so King Death Cradle, hopefully he can come back in. He did change his delay setting. It was on 2 before. So that's what I was talking about, was because he was on the delay setting number 2. Which I think most of us think is not the best one to use for league battles. But
Maybe because everyone is an entire continent, and so if you're on one end of the continent versus the other end of the continent, it's just start becoming more of an issue.
so that's why I recommend. I mean, do you want to advise your guests here, or?
I still stick to if you're in the middle of the continent, delay setting of 3 and delay setting of 4 if you're at the end of the coast.
Okay.
But there's always exceptions here and there, and unfortunately, how the netcode works right now is whoever has the lowest delay setting is the one it chooses.
Yeah. Spring Logs is like one frame always legit strategy, and I was like, yeah, it is. I'm glad that I play Leon, so Leon can blow up that strategy by guessing well. So but yeah, it's fun. Alright.
Just left to move. So we still have one spot left. I'm not sure if Hector Flush joined back. Let's see.
Hope Hectic Fall will return. My connection is now looking green with KDC Brawler, so that's interesting. Hectic Fall. RJ's back.
Alright, this is the last match before we begin. Hopefully we've got one more person to join.
Really happy that RJ's here, and I hope they really enjoy playing this on PS5. And I love seeing a green bar on Kung Fu Hustle. That's awesome. Alright, Zekatek, so good to have you here. Bring on the Lao action. We need the Lao.
We do got full room, so anyone who do want to join, apologies. That's all, yeah.
Yeah. Some people that are streaming, I think LD Wells is probably streaming right now, right? So, giving a shout out to LD Wells stream. Definitely, if you don't follow LD Wells on Twitch, you absolutely should. He's one of the most fun streamers to watch for Virtua Fighter. You get to watch that sick Shaolin action. Then you also get to watch some good Kung Fu action too on his stream, as he does also show Kung Fu films on his stream as well. It's a lot of fun watching him with them.
Round 3. Ready, go!
And it's fun watching RJ versus Verdant Sun. Oh, there's really nice backdash and the side kick there. Jeffrey's got, well, every character's got a good backdash game, you just gotta figure it out, but the heavy characters, Jeffrey and Wolf, especially, I like their backdash games. Alright, good battle, you two. Alright, we're doing good luck, have fun? Alright.
Yep.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, have fun, everybody.
Alright, good luck, have fun. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, the VF Deco gods, spirits, fairies, gremlins, or whatever you believe is doing it is kind to you guys.
Alright. So, Zek Frost, I haven't played enough. So my experience has been good, but today's my first day playing online on World Stage. I have not been able to play much at all. I wish I had. But so far it's playing great for me, but I have heard of different issues. Especially, I think PC and PS5 I've heard of issues. Alright. It's good to fight my friend Verdant Sun. I like that conversion. That was an excellent round.
Round 3. Ready, go! Ring out!
All right, good game, my friend. Good game. But yeah, Zach Frost, it's I mean, so far I'm having a blast playing this game, but I definitely anticipate, you know, some early rough points, but so far it's been great for me. Thank you, Verdant-san. Good game, really good stuff. Keep it up, Verdant. You got a nice Lei Fei here, and I think it's been quite a while since we fought. So yeah, let me know if you have any trouble hearing me on the stream, if my voice goes robotic. But as far as I know, sounding pretty good. I think the audio levels in the game's pretty good. Yeah, it's fun. I'm happy streaming on a Sunday again. It's been a while. It's going to be busy through November. I won't be able to stream as much as I want to in November, but in December I'll be streaming a lot again. At least I think so. We'll have to see. You know, life can change on a dime. But the intention is, but for sure, November, I am planning to pour a lot of content to make up for that lack of streaming. So I hope you guys will enjoy the videos that I'll be releasing soon. No, Surge Mode got disconnected. I'm sad. All right, thanks for that feedback, Zach. I'll keep working to try to keep that audio good. You know, in the future, I may change. I like the mic that I'm using. It's just the driving software that concerns me about it, and so I may change the mic in the future because right now it's a Logitech mic, and the Logitech hardware is great. It's just sometimes I've had issues with the software, and that's happened for the stream as well. When I go robotic, I think that's the driver. It could be the USB, but I don't think it's that as much. But the USB is a weird one because I actually installed a separate PCI USB card, and one, not a cheap one at all. So that one should have covered its bases. I may have to increase the power supply. I don't know. But you know, USB is always a tricky one on PCs, and it might just ultimately might be that I hit the limit on the motherboard or how it works or how it wants to work. And so in the future, maybe having a streaming PC would be great, or a playing PC, one or the other. But that's a long ways away. I have no room to budget that right now. And there's no way I can budget it for quite a while. It's like a year away plan. So let's see here. But game's been great. I will test another solution that I've got, which is streaming from my laptop with a capture card connected. I'm kind of curious if that will work well. If it does, but I think there's limits to it on my laptop. I don't think my laptop is able to handle like too much extra stuff when it comes to streaming. Streaming is interesting. It has different requirements than the gaming. So let's see here. So right now I've been using more warmer and more violet-like colors, but considering that Revo's got this cool blue thing going, I wonder if I should do that because it's a good contrast. Whereas in the past, I think, you know, Revo used to have like a warmer tone, and with that warmer tone, I would contrast that with the blues more. I definitely understand what you're saying there, because that is true for a lot of the robotic voice happening on stream. In my case, though, the robotic voice happening inside my own PC. Like I could even hear it on my headphones if I turn on the monitoring, and so I think that's because of the internal issue of the of that. But yeah, but I think happening on the stream itself. But I think in my case that hasn't been there. Yeah. That is cool though. That's really good to know, and it's important.
Ready, go! Ring out!
So it was really good to finally meet Baba in LA.
Go!
Good.
Knockout!
Always worry about this rising attack being a thing. If I see certain errors or likely errors.
Ready, go!
Good game, my friend. Good game. So when I push with an attack like this, basically you're pressed into a situation where you either want to defend right away or press. And if you press, you got to do something really fast. But pressing is not that bad of an option, but it is risky, because if you pressed and I counted on that, I could probably launch you out of the ring. And so a lot of times another decision is just to like move forward and defend. Dashing forward and guard is a really good option when you're faced with ring out pressure or wall pressure. So dash into guard is really strong. It's really easy to overlook that option, but it's a really good one because it gives you the space away from the ring out a little bit, and it's still defensive. And if they overextend, if they overcommit, they do something too big, you can either punish them or press them or threaten to throw them and switch the position. So just keep in mind that when your back is up against the ring out, consider moving forward while defending. It's very strong in BF. So, okay, so what Zekfrost says is that the network aspects, the audio stream, it also applies to local audio too. If there is jitter in the audio stream, then there will be 100%. Yeah, okay. Thanks, man. Thanks so much for your feedback. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, so Baba said, also nice to meet you in LA. Yes, can't really get the rhythm with Leon yet. I understand, but I'm also a player that it's hard to get the rhythm for me. So my rhythm drives a lot of people crazy. What is EAC? Is that evade something cancel? Explain what EAC means and I will respond to that better. Alright, Kung Fu Hustle, here we go. Easy anti-cheat. I don't have much basis for an opinion on easy anti-cheat because I have only just this game is the first time I've interacted with it, and so I wouldn't be able to fairly assess it. What I would say is that if it does what it says it's supposed to do, I like it. But on the downside, there is trade-offs, and the trade-off seems to be, at the very least, the trade-offs I'm familiar with, is that the trade-off seems to be resource. And so it means that some PCs that were handling the game okay before are now having a real hard time with the game. And so that's a concern. On another thing is that so that's like the main constraint. But alright, good game, my friend. Good game, Kung Fu Hustle. So far what I've seen is that I do, on the first day I played, on Thursday, I'm not feeling it today. but when I was playing World Stage mode on Thursday, I did feel some hiccups happening, and I because the first thing I saw when I started the game up was easy anti-cheat, my brain wants to assume that's the reason. But that's the only objective thing I can say about that. Yeah. So Zekfrost says it has to do with the data layer rather than network, so it's related to we're talking about the audio stream again. So it's related to bandwidth of the stream itself. I'd make sure your physical layer is good. USB cables, yes. PCI cards, like you mentioned, you replaced already, yes. And then it would be verify that your data bandwidth isn't being overly consumed. That's very true. Especially stuff like the USB hub, not USB hub, the Ethernet hub, my router, right? So my router, sometimes I need to just flush that thing, like reset it before I do a stream. But yeah, that one's weird because that's like software on a hardware layer. But yeah, definitely checking all the layers. PC is all about the layers, right? PC is all kinds of layers, all kinds of overhead. Yeah. But yeah, with easy anti-cheat, I wish I could give a better opinion about it, but I can't yet. So far, we'll see. It's still early. Alright, Zek Attack, here we go. So I just caught you with the backdash, right? And that was because you were going with the basic poke. Right now, I'm like, I have the advantage, so I don't need to play the ring out game. So we use a delay string. This is where I saw the elbow, and so after I saw the elbow and I knew that I blocked the elbow, I could low punch here. I know I can low punch because Lao can only do a couple things to punish the low punch. He can punish it, but he's got to read it, and that's a commitment that's scary for him to do. So here is where you block my low punch and I backdash into there, right there, same thing. So that's the trap that I'm doing against you, right? Low punch, and if you block it, I will do like I'll do a backdash into 4-4K. And so that's where you have to be wary that that's what I'm doing against you. Good. Good sidekick. Now you could do more with that, but that was good. That was the correct call. That low punch would have had some trouble, but now you're doing stuff that doesn't lose to the 4-4K. That's really good. Really good adjustments. Keep it up, Zek Attack. Alright. Good game. So I did want you to see that you were starting to come up with ideas, and those ideas were paying off in different ways. Really good stuff, Zek. Really good stuff.
I thought I'm better.
So with Lao, 3K is good. 3P is good too. So you can do 3PP if you're standing. If you're crouching, it's bad in that particular case. But like in this case, because you can stand guard low punch, if you stood guard low punch and they're doing this backdash game, you can do 3PP, and then if that hits, you can hit the K to finish that. But just understand that after 3PPK hits, you will be -4 or -5, so you want a fuzzy guard. But it's a really good one with Lao. Like when Lao's standing and people just kind of whiff right in front of him or are doing, certain plays, 3PPK is not a bad one. It's not the best play, but it's not bad. Sidekick is really good. Sidekick, if you really know you're gonna punish this backdash with sidekick, then you want to get used to doing the sidekick and then guard cancel that into something like 6-6K plus G. He has big combos off of that, but you got to practice it. It'll take a while, but keep it up. Keep it up.
Ready, go!
Doral is cool. This is my first time fighting the new Doral.
Ready, go!
All right, this is the heavyweight Doral. Very cool. Very good. So this Doral has got lows here.
Round 3.
All right, we're on lightweight is light colored.
Knockout.
Very good. So it's really fun learning how to fight against Doral. This is really fun.
Ready, go!
All right, we got double.
Knockout.
Interesting.
Round 5. Ready, go!
All right, good game, Ray. Good game. Doral is fun to fight against. It's different, but the color, I like the color differences. So when she's in her heavy stance, she's gonna look heavy like a rock. When she's in her light stance, she's looking like she's liquid metal. It's pretty cool. And then, so you know that you can have huge ass combos against the light mode, and then the heavy mode, understand that she's got interest. She's got like, she plays like a heavyweight character. So I like that. I think she's really cool. I think she's pretty cool as a Doral character. I like what I'm seeing, and that's it. The flip kick and the flip kick combo is funny to see. So Spacetime says that the hitching was due to shader compilation, like when you knock someone in the water first time. I see, that makes sense. Springlog says, give these poor because with the Akai League, Akai keeps track of these, and so I'm fighting with other monsters in here. So we do a points race, and I do have pride as somebody who has won like the North America leagues, like probably more than others. I think I've won it the most. So in Akai leagues, I do play a bit harder. I do play it easier on the developing players though, to a degree. Not easier. I play in a way where we're working on skills, but I will try to take most of the rounds. Whereas on Chanchai's dojo, I will definitely try to give rounds to players that are developing, and we'll definitely work on certain skills and stuff like that. Because I don't keep track of the score there, but Akai does keep track of the score, and so there's this competitive component on the Akai leagues. But I do give comments, and you guys can hear what I'm thinking when we fight. And also, they are playing really well. Honestly, everyone has been playing really well. Baba played really well. The stuff that Baba needs to work on are stuff that I'm forcing him to work on, and it's good stuff. But yeah. So how is the AI in World Stage? I only played it on hard mode, and the hard mode AI was really, really good. There's only a few edge cases where the AI has trouble with certain things, but the AI is really good. Honestly, the pressure that I was feeling from the hard mode was like fighting people a lot. And the results I was getting was like fighting people a lot. So yeah, I win like 90%, but I win against 90%. I win 90% most of the time in offline with people too. But the pressure I was getting, the adjustments I was making, I really like World Stage's AI. There's only a couple things where certain gimmicks will be hard against, like will be strong against it. But overall, this playing fundamental VF and doing all the VF things otherwise, I thought were really, really good. I'm really impressed with the AI in hard mode on World Stage. I do get to practice so many techniques against it, and I do get to practice hard skill stuff against it too. So it's like, oh, this bot likes to do this thing, I'm gonna practice punishing that, and it makes me a lot sharper. And each one has shown me a lot of different things. So I'm really impressed with it. I'm like, you can get strong just playing this AI. Actually, you can get very strong. That said, if you only did those couple gimmicks against it, then maybe that would limit your growth in strength. But if you play it more strict, if you play it like 95% what you would do in VF in general, this AI is really fantastic training.
I won't lose.
You'll enjoy this, trust me.
The environmental reflections is cool, yeah.
Ready, go!
The community is more important than my record, but this is Akai Leagues. Akai wants this to be kind of competitive. He does want to talk about like what it is. And so I do still, you know, the players, the developing players know that I'm happy doing private sessions with them, and I do that much more than I play Akai Leagues. So it's one of those things where it's like asking me to play in a tournament and play easy on developing players in a tournament. There's a difference, right? Whereas like in casuals, I will definitely work on developing their skills, and I will work on developing their skills here too. Just that I'll be competitive while I do it, right? And so that's kind of how that goes. But the Akai has made this more competitive focused. It's meant to be what players want to bring to it, and so those players get the opportunity to fight. Look, I traveled around the country to fight players that are strong. And I got stronger because I was playing against them without asking them to be easy on me. I just, you know, like I wanted to try to make things work. And I know that the game will tell me if what I'm doing is working or not, right? And so I don't blame the opponent for beating me. I don't. I'm like, there's something there. There's something, I believe in the game, and I believe that I can develop my skill and I can find a way to beat what they're doing. That's how I learned, and that's why I traveled for 25 years all around the country, around the world, playing VF with people. Now that said, yeah, when I train people and we understand the context, we talk about those things and we work it together. So I care about the community greatly. I think anyone who's met me knows I care deeply about the community, and I am not trying to make it an unfun experience for people. All right, very nice hit throw, Inyo. Very good. I like that. That's the combo. Inyo did an awesome combo there. Excellent stuff. All right, let's do this, Inyo. Anyways, that was response to Spring Locks. They were asking me questions about it, and I think they were suggesting that I should play a bit easier. And to some degree I was, but or more like I was playing in a way that's accommodating. But I'm also trying to win here too. So I was saying, yeah, I'm gonna do both in the Akai Leagues. Very nice. Very nice. So no guaranteed low throw here, so I could attack through this. I was like, they might try to go for a low throw. If it's not guaranteed, I can still do it. Very nice. I was able to successfully use a backdash setup to work there. Backdash setups, you should look for them when you're spaced out, right? So like after this two-handed push, it's a good time to do a backdash game. All right, good game in you. Really good stuff. I love the hit throws. I like some of these adjustments here. The 6P plus K in that first round was really good. It was the high interrupt, caused the stagger. I didn't break the stagger in time. They did 6PP, which was correct. Then they did the one of her good finishers, which normally is KPK. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's the finisher they used, but KPK, but finisher was used, and so they did a combo that was like 40% of my life. It's really good. Yeah, so on my Tuesday sessions, those leagues are general. Aside from the fact that I know Rayblade's in there, and I don't cap him out of there because I do want it to be fun. It's an open sparring session, like an open sparring thing, and I think a lot of players have gotten stronger in my Tuesdays dojos because the Tuesdays dojos are set up that way. And you guys, I think a lot of players know that it's most of the time I'm actually playing very light in those. Like I'm playing in a way that's very accommodating and letting the player work on stuff. Against Rayblade, I play hard because he wouldn't want me to play easy on him. But yeah.
It's showtime!
But yeah. But hey, Avocado Meat, it's so good to see you. How have you been doing? I hope you're doing really well. Alright, Bugal is really scary. I like that choice. That was a really intense round. Good round, Bugal. Good round.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Very good punish. That was really good, Bugal. That totally took me by surprise. I got totally surprised by that tech.
Ready, go!
Alright, that was good. Good game. Good round. Alright, I'll focus on this. I do like the chat discussion, by the way. I really like what you guys are chatting about. Bugal's playing really good. I didn't get the wow. I didn't get the I didn't get what I wanted to do. That was a surprise.
Ready, go!
Oh, that was an intense game. Good game, Bugal. Good game. You played really awesome that game. I enjoyed that so much. Good stuff.
Forgot to train, eh?
100% VF is more fun when you enjoy it. Is more fun when you have a good grasp of the basics. It sounds really simple, but it's really true. Simple things just like mixing between attack and throw. A lot of players just do attack and defend, and they're afraid to throw because every other game is like throw doesn't give you good reward. This game, throw gives you good reward. So it takes a while to get used to doing the throw. But yeah.
You'd better take me seriously.
Yeah, I'm glad that there's a lot of private rooms with there's a lot of players that are developing. A lot of players have gotten so much stronger, and it keeps happening, so I'm happy. Very nice, Legion. All right, here we go.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Training Mode Network's awesome. What they do is they do many different games, and so it's but I love Training Mode Network. I think that is such an awesome idea, and I love the way they do it. Now that said, it is more catered towards a game of the month or game of the season kind of thing because they do play all the different games. But Training Mode Network is awesome, and we do need more things like it. But it is helpful if we have, you know. But Chanchai's Dojo is meant to do that. Don't confuse Akai's League for Chanchai's Dojo, by the way. Very good. Nice using the back throw. Very good. Very good. That was a good way to craft out a win. That was an awesome round win there, Legion. Keep it up.
Ready, go!
Really good game, Legion. That was an excellent game. Especially that round 3.
See? I thought I'm better.
Well, what Zek Frost, I agree with Zek Frost in that for a developing player, and I'm going to say intermediate level, it's really good to do the first to 50s, but that's someone who's already invested in the game. That's somebody who is trying to get better and wants to see what it, like, wants to deconstruct their own game, than playing a first to 50. Not a first to 50. I call it 50 game gauntlet. It's just a set 50 games. Playing a set 50 games against any opponent will teach you a lot. It will help you deconstruct your game so you can see what are the limits of your strategies, what are the weaknesses to them, and what are the weaknesses to your opponent's strategies. You learn to match up a lot really well. So I really am a big fan of the 50 game gauntlet, but again, that's for a person who's already invested time and work into the game. And that's where Zek Frost is at, right? Zek Frost is quite strong, but they really want to deconstruct their game so they can improve it and refine it further, right? I do think League is a wonderful mode also for beginners. So a beginner's league is awesome. Akai did experiment with if you win a certain amount, you're out. That said, there is good and bad to that. So you need a constant effort by the players that are in there to get more people involved, and you need to also get more effort by the community to keep shouting it out. That said, being a player doesn't make you really like a great like communicator, right? Those are two different skill sets, and this can be a challenge a lot of times. Sometimes the player who might draw people might not be the one who's going to shout out about it. So you need to really support those that shout out about it too, right? And so I love that right now the current new generation of Southern California players, of course there's a bias with LA Gathering, but it's not just that. Players like Especia and Fishbeard have been a bit more active, and local organizers have also, I'm starting to see them on my feed more. That's more on me, because they have been shouting out for a while. But when players say that they're going to a session, when Especia says that she's going to Don's Arcade, or is going to Dave's Console Arcade, that helps. It helps a lot. If nobody says it, everybody assumes nobody's going. Even if one person just consistently says it and posts about it and shares photos, that gets more people going. It takes time, it takes patience, but those things happen. Same thing with, beginner leagues and everything else too, right? Players are usually going to share the events they personally go to, but yes, it would help way more if they share the events they're not going to. People are going to say there should be a network infrastructure. Yes, but the network is for people already invested in there. It takes constant hard work on everyone's part to get the people that aren't aware to become aware. And so that takes a lot of work. It's easy to lecture it too. It's easy to sound like you're lecturing when you're just trying to say, please spread the word. So I just try to say, please spread the word.
Ready, go!
All right, Jean-Claude Gundam. What an awesome name. Alright, I saw really good stuff in there, that's why I kind of stepped it up. But let's watch what they've got going on here. There's some scary stuff that they do.
Ready, go!
Good. I like the dashing elbow. Alright, let's see what we got. So I know I got advantage when you whiff, so that's why it's filled in with an attack or a throw, depending on the range. Alright.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Very good. I like that dash and throw. Punish the defend choice. If they're watching you, that means that you can throw is pretty hard to punish on watch. Very good. I like that backdash, and you get the round with that. That was a really good time to set up a backdash punish here into the P plus K. That was superb. All right, here we go.
Round 4.
Keep it up. I like your Kira. All right, good game, Jean-Claude Gundam. Good game. So this is one of those challenges with the Kira, right? This is why crouching is good against the Kira, is you can lower the damage you take to some degree. But I don't want them obsessed with that. I think a lot of what they did is really good. I like that 4-6 PKG and the 6-6 P. That was really, really good. I like the way they're applying pressure. Keep it up. Keep it up. So how many rounds are left? There's 2 more games left. 2 more games. Yeah. Different methods is really important. Actually, that is a huge point. Spring Logs makes another wonderful point, which is that you want to have diversity in training. But that said, I do believe that Zek Frost knows this. Zek Frost was just mentioning what their preferred way of training is. But that said, I do know that Zek Frost trains in many ways and understands that. I think they understand that. But Spring Logs is correct in saying that diversity in how you train really is huge. If you only play one certain way, there's a limit, but there's also a tunnel vision. And for developing, for learning, generally, it's better to have an open mind, but that can be a slower process. I'll put it this way. Some people are black and white. There are good things about being black and white. I'm not. I'm a gray person. I'm all about the grayscale. I'm all about things being a little different and things being a little better and a little worse. Okay, but people that think in black and white, they tend to get achievements faster. They tend to be quote unquote more efficient in the short term, or even in a medium long term, or in a long term in a certain way, because they sort things quicker and they tend to take more decisive action. People that are more oriented towards a gray scale, like me, we take a little longer. We take sometimes noticeably a lot longer. We tend to be slow, but we also tend to look at things we would like to think we are more nuanced. And sometimes we can find other approaches to help someone understand a little better. And sometimes we do things that are a little looks a little off base to the black and white, but is actually well within the game's mechanics. It's just that we were just obsessing over small details that do become big later. The black and white will eventually get there. It's just maybe not right away. But the black and white will usually min-max really quick, and the black and white will usually be very scary for quite a while, really fast. And then they find their ways towards how they balance that out with some of the gray. Just like the gray people have to eventually learn to be more decisive, right? So it's fun as humans to work with the way that we tend to think, and to work with ourselves, and then work with our environment to try to be better and improve. That was a lot of fun. LD Wells and I never get to fight. I lost to LD Wells. What happened? We didn't even play our match. LD Wells and I did not play our match. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. LD Wells, you won on default because we have a connection problem, I guess. So sad. That was a lot of fun, but I'm happy that LD Wells and I have like a similar record, but that's like whatever. I mean, what? Damn it. It's okay. Yeah, I know. Seattle area, the Portland area, and we're both on high-speed connections. See this gray? LD Wells is a plugger. No, I'm just kidding. He's a plugger who's chatting with me right now in my stream chat. No, I'm just kidding. He's not a plugger. LD Wells is never a plugger, and he's also streaming. But yeah. No. So, by the way, I really caution people against making accusations. LD Wells and I know each other, we're joking, and people that know me know I'm joking. I take accusations very seriously, and I think you can burn bridges without knowing you're burning bridges when you make accusations against people. I encourage us to try to be a little more open-minded, and also just know that yes, it's a game we want to get great at. Yes, it's an amazing game. Yes, this game for me is worthy of being a real true pleasure and pursuit in life, okay? That said, it is still a game, and part of the challenge of the warrior is to manage your own mental self, your emotional self, your physical self, master all these things. And I think part of mastering that is to not let yourself get riled by things that you don't need to get riled up about. And so for your, we have IQ, we have intelligence, right? But we also have emotional intelligence, and we have social intelligence. For the sake of your social intelligence, I recommend not like declaring somebody as a cheater or as a plugger or whatever, until you really have until maybe a consensus is formed. And even then, it's not even I don't even see much benefit to doing it. The only benefit that people do it that say they have is they want to ban those people from playing ever again. That's the only thing that I can see that they feel is actually the benefit. And so because of that, that's the definition of burning a bridge. And sometimes you realize I have a lot of fun meeting people in real life that they, online it could have been suspect, but I do consider them actual friends when we meet in person, when we play. And I don't, some people have emotional. Look, some of my friends get angry when they play. Some of my friends get sad when they play. I just tend to be happy most of the time I play. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I get sad. It's not much, but there is an effort to manage it. There's an effort to not yell at my relative because they're wrecking my concentration. Oh my god, the room has been disbanded. I'm so sad. So yeah. So anyways, I hope that makes sense to you guys. We will join back in the room, and then we will join the Discord. We'll see what happened there. We need Akai on we need Akai on console. Where is Akai console? There he is. In community, things do come back to you. They really do. Hey Akai, how's it going?
Not too good.
Okay, so funny thing in there, LD Wells and I are so sad because our match didn't happen. So it just gave him a win, and it's like, what?
Who did the netcode cause favor? LD.
It favored LD Wells, but that would have been a cool fight because we were so close at the top there. But and so it's really LD Wells and I both were shocked because we're literally 3 hours apart from each other by driving. So but
apparently both the North America room and Europe room, people were getting the message that I disbanded the room.
Yes, that's what I got. The message I got. I have evidence. I have video evidence of it. Yes.
Wait, you have evidence of this saying to you, but you were still playing?
No, after when we were in the scoreboard. So during the scoreboard,
I did.
and then they got room
I
disbanded.
did disconnect. Yeah, I did disband it officially that way.
So Akai is yes, it is confirmed. Akai is a plugger. He is the master plugger. Just kidding. But anyways, no, I just gave a lecture to my chat about like let's be good to each other and let's not jump the gun on accusing people of bad things, because especially during the launch time, right? In different chats, I've seen sometimes. Some people want to go off and label somebody something or rather, and I'm like, please, let's not do that, because it's not good as social intelligence, if you're asking me, because this community, we want the community to be as big as it can be, but we got to admit it's not the biggest community, and even in a big community, when you start labeling people, that doesn't help, so everyone's got their situations. But anyhow, yeah, so LD Wells plugger confirmed. Just kidding. No, plugger while he's chatting with me in my stream chat. Just kidding. No, LD Wells and I were like shocked though when we saw that there was a result. We're like, wait, what? We didn't even play each other. But yeah, but we're working it out. All right, Setsuna. Hell yeah.
So again, I made a new room for North America. It's room number 07262, or the Jackie room. Passcode is November 2nd, 1102.
Just thinking about food after winning or losing is a good thing, KDC. I like that. KDC is also like, I earlier today I also told everybody that I can vouch. KDC, straight up awesome dude. Please be nice to the one frame Aoi. Okay. I'm a bit, well, I'm nice in person about them, but what I mean is Leon has ways to double down on guesses against Aoi. And so I do that when I fight against that style. And sometimes, and I don't assume that style is intending to do that, though sometimes I do. But what I do is I'm like, well, Leon can double down on big damage against Aoi. Yeah, the Rock Reaper. What the Rock Reaper said on my chat is very important. He said that the contrast is very important. Playing novice VF players is very different than advanced play, 100%. Because this game, you have to fight what your opponent's actually doing, not like this. This game doesn't fall into complete routine except for a few things, and even there, everything's got answers. When everything's got answers, then you got a lot of stuff to do. So right now, I have a sensing of the timing of when Zek attack would attack, and that's why I was able to evade neutral against them. And then I use techniques like backdash evade right here, and notice how it's pretty safe to this, right? Backdash evade, right? So like low punch gets blocked, backdash evade. It's not, but there is a way to beat it, right? It just takes a while to learn how to beat it. And sometimes it's a commitment. My recommendation when people do it, someone asked me in private, like, how do you deal with people that do this? Actually, you dash forward and you decide, you watch what they do. So dash forward with the intention to guard, but attack if you see them hesitate, right? Like here, this was a dash forward into a throw choice. And I know that like if my elbow gets blocked, I can fuzzy guard. So that's like this right here. Now I did get low punched, and that's because I didn't hit guard in time, but that's okay. I don't mind getting hit by a low punch. I do have the reaction to know that if I get normal hit by a low punch, I can fuzzy guard right away though. Very good.
All right,
Keep it up, Zach.
we we got a nice RE room fill up to 15 players. That's great. We got Coffee Crusher joining first time. Fish Fears here, also Space Time has been wow, great. We do have one space left open. It is set as private, so those who want to join still, if you're on the PlayStation, I can invite you in. If you're on Steam or another system, someone else will have to do that, or one of my commentators who's on PlayStation 5 actually I could invite them back in. But I'm not going to do that until the last league, until the last round, so that it doesn't automatically start. Alright.
Round 4. Ready, go!
So I'm using ECD here against Zek, and I'm doing against the front. This will force him to have to use attacks that would either punish it or use delay attacks, right? So this is what I mentioned earlier about, see how I do a low punch, he blocks it, and I do backdash evade. And what he could do there is he could just, if he knows I'm going to do that, he could like crouch dash forward and then prepare to guard if I did something else, and then strike to kind of hit me out of the backdash evade.
That's okay.
Knockout.
All right, here we go, Zach. 3K is good, but the backdash evade is designed to punish the 3K.
Ready, go!
So it's different from backdash, right? Like backdash evade is designed to punish 3K. Good game, Zach Attack. Good game. So yeah, so what I was trying to explain to Rushdown Turtle though is that 3K is really good if you know they're just going to backdash. But if they're doing backdash evade, that's actually trying to punish sidekick. But that's why 3KP might work, but it's still like these are rough approaches. Crouch dashing is generally, if you want to know the way that that eventually will be outskilling your opponent that's trying to do this, crouch dashing forward and then watching what they do, and then starting to choose what to do and make it a guess is really strong.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Alright. Knock on my desk. Europe seems to be stable. Last league is going on right now, so hopefully it stays like that. I think Box Pack is so much that's somewhat laggy, but it looks stable. We still have one spot remaining for the North America room. If you want to join, let me know. It is set to private right now, so you can't actually enter with passcode quite quickly. So that's a good sign. Hopefully, all these technical issues we're having will be solved sooner than later. Let's see. So also, for those who live in North America, there is the Virtual Fighter Open Championship, the second one. It's going to happen on Tuesday night. Today is actually the last day to register for it if you want to. It is only for Steam players, so PC players. So if you're on PC and want to participate, today is the last day to sign up for it, and it will be Tuesday evening. So the two qualifiers will be on Tuesday evenings, and then the regional finals will also 3 weeks from now be on the Tuesday evening. I wonder if they did that because of the holidays, or I'm not sure.
Round 1. Ready, go!
I think we got confirmed a 16th person. That'll be Midnight Sci-Fi, so I'll invite Midnight when it's close to that start. Okay? Currently, we have Luigi Mars undefeated, still playing against Goofy. Goofy Vanessa.
Knockout.
So we have 15 players first league. Not counting. And yeah, just next time, and we got a 16 player second league, and we're getting a 16 player again. We had a 16 player league. So World Stage definitely got people back into playing the game with more people, so that's great. And we're not divided now. So trying to look at the bright side of things.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
One person mentioned that they felt this was the person who was playing on the Xbox that there's some like frame drops or lag, and he felt that it happens when people join the room. So while he was playing his matches or something, and I guess he hears the sound of someone joining the room, and he experienced like a lag spike. I'm not sure if anyone else noticed that or not. I haven't actually played.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Happy to you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting experience. It's good to know. I don't hear it because I don't have audio on. Like, you know, I'm playing without audio. But yeah, my stream hears the audio, but I don't. So yeah. But that's an interesting observation. That there's probably something to that.
At least on console, that's what's happening.
Okay, so you do experience that too, so that's good. So that's something we should mention just a second.
Yeah. Don't forget that when Go does that big like lunging, it's supposed to be a side kick, but that lunging kick into that overhead swing punch, when you block that, that is punishable. Generally, I throw punish that, but I need to double check what the modern frame data is in Revo. Is it -10? It might have changed because a lot of his -10s changed to like be more than -10. VFDC is slow for me right now. But yeah. But just know that generally it is punishable at least by throw. So you can at least throw Go. Now he does have a Sabaki to beat that, but that's really hard for the Go player to do. Like it's really, really hard. It's really unexpected when it does happen in a match. That big Doc Martin kick of a side kick. This one right here, -10. There you go. That's the throw punish. Nice. Yeah, Reaper plays with the game's music off while he listens to his own music. I don't think that's weird. There's a lot of players that play that way. A lot of players play that way. In fact, some streamers forget that that's their setting, and so they'll play, and then you'll be watching them play with no music, and that's kind of funny when that happens. Generally, the streamer's supposed to do it so that they can overlay their own music, but I've seen some that just forget that, and then it's weird when you watch like a YouTube video and it's got no game audio or no game music. But that's very normal. It's very common. So it just might not be Setsuna's use case. That's all. But I know a lot of people that play with game music turned off, but listen to their own music. Especially players that especially on the Xbox generation, because the Xbox One you could do that with a lot of games. Like it was almost a universal feature on the classic Xbox console.
Alright, 2 more matches before we begin. So after this match between Hectic Far and Wayblade, I'll go invite Midnight Sci-Fi. It should be in full room again. So hopefully this one will be more stable.
UK Rain, are you still around? If you want to do a session, we can do one after today's league battles. I know it's late for you though.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Rushdown Turtle says, I play with music off, but Setsu doesn't need a reason to call me a weirdo.
I'm calling a weirdo for that.
It was really good to hang out with both of you in LA.
Likewise.
Like, you and I, at least we got to hang out for meals.
That have many reasons, and him not listening to in-game music is just very low on the list.
Round 3.
Yeah.
Ready, go!
So RJ says, shame we can't switch the soundtrack. I do wish that we could select which music goes to which stage, but I'm happy with what I am happy with what we got, and I do, for me, I'm the person who is going to let the game dictate the music just so that I don't like only listen to the same music tracks over and over. But it's a big feature for a lot of people, and I do think going forward, fighting games should let you choose your music, or at least unlock the ability to do that. I think it's cool for that to be something that you earn, but that's me. Right, like, okay, now you can, like, you've done this enough, you've played it this much, now you can change the music and customize your experience, because that would be awesome.
I think a random setting for the way we have it would be nice.
Yep. Rushdown Turtle asked the question, does World Stage run worse than Revo for anyone else? It has been running a bit rougher, and some people think it's the easy anti-cheat is part of it. Now, for me, graphically, what I can say is you guys can see that my bracelets glow in a funny way on my current PC setup. So instead of seeing the lighting effect, you can see the square that it's on, that the effect is overlaid on or whatever. But basically the glowing bracelets look really funny on my screen. But yeah.
We're going to start after this match. For those watching my stream, am I actually working for those people in the room too? The spectating might disappear because the 16 person just joined the room. But does it disappear for you guys? The replay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the replay disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we just got the 16 person to join the room, and so
okay.
The match finish, we'll begin.
Yeah, that's a normal thing. Yeah, so it's normal for the league to auto kickoff since we restarted the room, since Akai restarted the room. So it's normal for the 16th person to trigger that we're going to start the next league battle. But it's too bad. I wanted to watch Hectic Fall versus Medawatt. Medawatt, also known as Tobias, the fictional CEO. I definitely recommend following them on both YouTube and on Twitch. I had fun. Setsuna and I both have been interviewed by Medawatt, and it's really fun being on their show. So, yeah, it's good times. Hectic Fall, also somebody to watch, to follow on Twitch.
He's been having some fun interactions lately. I see that.
Yeah, lots of fun ones. The Tricky was on, was it last week? And it was, before that was me, and then it was Setsuna before that, and Adam Yuki was the first guest. So yeah, really, really fun. I like the way he talks about the characters of VF, and I like the passion he puts in there, and he brings a special energy that we could use more of. So I really enjoy it.
Yeah, those who's putting question mark stuff, this is how it's supposed to happen. The 16 person join the room, the replay disappeared because it's supposed to be automatically starting.
Yeah, the replay just kind of disappears on that. We're about to start the league battle thing, so it's a funny quirk.
I could live with this quirk.
Yeah, there's many quirks that are driving me nuts. This one's not one that drives me nuts. It's just. Don't worry, we see this quirk every Tuesday that I do my sessions, so.
But those who don't know, you can actually, there it starts. Okay.
Good luck, have fun.
Have fun. May the BF Neko be kind to all gods, be kind to everyone.
Alright, here we go. So, good stuff. I totally forgot to change the chat to multi-stream. I always forget that. I wish it would just default to the multi-stream chat so I can see the YouTube chat. So anybody that messaged on YouTube, I'm really sorry if I didn't read your messages. I really do appreciate the YouTube audience a lot. It's my fault for just going to the Twitch only. That was so good. Nice. I didn't have the range.
Round 2. Ready, go! Round 3. Ready, go!
Alright, good game. Oh, we're still in there. I said that spoke too soon. Let's do this.
Ready, go! Knockout!
Alright, good game, Britton-san. Good game.
I want a serious fight!
I'll check Discord to see if UK Rain messaged me there. This tends to be where they message me. Okay. Hey, Chad the Third. Good to see you, Chad. How have you been doing? So great to see you, my friend. I hope you've been doing really, really well. Sorry if I missed your message earlier when I switched it from the Twitch chat to the multi-chat, but I'm happy to hear from you, man. Really happy to hear from you. I hope you've been doing great. Really hope you're doing great. Also, Evan Crown, also, thank you very much. Good to see you here. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Evan Crow. Also, thanks for the resubscription, Noodle. Noodle is amazing. And also, thanks for the follow one subset. You guys, I appreciate y'all so much. We also had it's MS3504, KCFGC, and Game God, of course. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you. Been doing good. Chad says I'm doing good. Feels good being back in VF. It feels good having you back in VF. So much fun even when I lose. Yes. Keep the path to mastery open. It's keep the conversation good, right? It does feel good to dominate. No denying that. But yeah, Taka, you can't do delay because you'll lose on trade, so you have to use speed if you're going to try to do that kind of stuff.
Ring out! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
Very good. wanted to see if this would catch you. Very fun, Hello Bugal. It was awesome to meet Bugal in Los Angeles as well. Bugal, real pleasure to meet you. Keep it up, keep up the good fight, and I'm hoping that World Stage is treating you awesome. Enjoyed that battle very much, my friend. Always enjoyed their support too. I'm gonna take a look at YouTube and see what chat I missed because I totally forgot to double check that. Now, one of the things that drives me nuts about the new latest YouTube updates, at least on the mobile apps, is that when you want to save to a playlist, I actually save videos to different playlists, like multiple playlists. And it's like they're trying to discourage that now, because now on the YouTube mobile app, you can only select one at a time, and it takes a while just to get that when you click on that bookmark, it takes a while just to pop open that menu. So it's like they're really trying to discourage you unless you're using it on PC or on a desktop computer. It's like they're trying to discourage you from like bookmarking your videos to multiple playlists. Maybe they're trying to reduce AI scraping, but I don't know. Are there any serious testing circles in the VF community? There's a lot, yes. It's just that people do their Discord thing or they do their private thing. So yeah, there's a lot of people that test stuff out in the community. Number one person would be Tengu Man. But yeah, and Akai also tests stuff out. We just kind of test on our own. That said, I do think VF's one of those games where we can people do it on their own because it's actually not hard to test. You don't have to really delegate. You just kind of do it if you know the game enough. Very nice. Midnight Sci-Fi, that was a really fun first round. I like what I'm seeing about your play, but let me see if I got a sense of how you play. I like that. These are intense rounds. These are cool rounds. I like where they're aggressive, actually. Very nice. I like the 4-6P plus K. Really fun game. That was a lot of fun. Good battle, Midnight Sci-Fi. I like your AOE a lot. I like a lot of the choices you made. I like the way you disrupt in general. You have good attack disruption. And there's certain things you do like to go for. I like it. Let's have more good battles going forward. Good game. That said, I think similar to Guilty Gear, a lot of the players that do really get attracted to Virtua Fighter and kind of the ones that kind of get hardcore into VF, a lot of them tend to be labbers and tinkerers in some way or another. I'm the type who likes to do it through playing. So I learn stuff in the match more. But there's a lot of players that like to lab, and this is a game where you can lab and play. This is definitely the game where you can lab and then fight, and like big time. So there's a lot of those in the community. But there's also people that are, like in martial arts, there's people that are developing and learning, and so they're not there yet, but they'll probably be there down the road if they stick, right? We do try to keep them stick, but that's up to each person. But this game is definitely one that rewards going to the lab. It's just that one of the challenges for VF is understanding when you're actually buffering versus when you're not. A lot of players don't know they're not buffering. They think they are. They're not. Yeah. Casey, thank you very much. It's all good. But I was glad that you were able to join us. I like Hectic Falls stuff here. Good change-ups. Yeah. So this throw is not a throw. It's actually like an EX low. You just need to block it and punish it. Block and throw.
Ready, go!
Man, I like Hectic Fall's decisions too. There's a lot of good ones. Man, this call out was really surprising to me. It's because I'm delaying too long.
Ready, go!
Good neutral. I'm gonna live to this. This is so good, Hectic Fall. You're doing awesome. That was intense. That was so close. All right, Hectic Fall. Let me see if I can turn this around.
Round 4. Ready, go! My time is here! Excellent! Round 5. Ready, go!
Good game, Hectic Fall. That was a lot of fun. That was intense. I had a blast.
Forgot to train, eh?
Okay, Springlog says, I don't mean in that way, like how it's done in TCG's competitive level. Yeah, yes, it does in Japan and in the US. But it happens organically because you'll have players that just want to play each other, right? You'll have like Adam wants to play against Denkai. Denkai will want to play against Adam and GT. Tricky will want to play against those three. And so you'll have stuff like that happening, but we also know that we want our community to grow and that we're not the biggest community. So because of that, we generally we're pretty open, but it's just availability. The downside is that a lot of the VF players are, like everyone else, busy with work life and whatnot, and so that kind of changes it. But there are groups that do play together and kind of room together, and in terms of online rooms. So some players gravitate towards each other. There's a group that plays with Paul 68 KDMD. There is a group that not intentionally, but there's a group that used to play with me, right? And there's a group that would play like Dennis 0201. So yeah. So these things do happen organically, but a lot of times people are just trying to play, but they kind of tend to play each other because of the skill, and that's why this game has a lot of room battles as opposed to rank activity. Same with Alright, so Fishbeard, you kind of want to make use of activity against me, but figure out how to do that. I'm going to give you some challenges here. But also, when I do my dojo sessions, the intention is to do that with the players that join. Is to kind of get them to experience some stuff. Very nice. But yeah. Colorado has their group. So these groups do happen. But is it the same as having a channel fireball? A little bit, but not on the same level. Not organized like how that group was, So Channel Fireball was like a collective of some of the best players in Magic the Gathering, especially in North America, but includes South America and some European players, right? But Channel Fireball was like a collective of really strong players that played. Now VF, it happens more organically, so this does happen in Japan, but the community is actually very open, and so the best players try to teach everyone, including in Japan, right? And so Shiwapon is arguably the best teacher and one of the very best players, arguably the number 2 player in the world right now, and sometimes you could even say number 1. It's just, but you know, Tonchan is arguably the number 1, but Tonchan doesn't communicate as much and doesn't teach as much, but they do teach within their circle. But Shiwapon teaches everyone, and Shiwapon is definitely probably the best teacher. Homestay Akira has been the best player in the world and is also arguably the best teacher in the world. So in VF, a lot of the players just try to teach everybody, but there is circles that play, and there have traditionally been circles, and they still are, especially in Japan. All right, LD Wells and I finally get to play.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout.
That kind of kick won't work.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
That was so good. I love that. I love that call out and that sequence. That sequence was really cool.
Round 5. Ready, go!
I forgot. Good game, good game. That wouldn't work even if he did the low kick because he's a super crouch. So because he's in super crouch, there's actually like, I think the only thing, even evade, like you can just elbow, you can't even side kick because of super crouch. So that's really cool. I gotta build a better reaction to that situation, but that was so much fun. Good game, LD Wells. I had a blast with that fight. So yeah. So in Virtua Fighter, it's not exactly it's not as much deliberate, it's more coincidental that the players organize as they do, but it's also because of what they understand. How do you put it? Some things make sense to some players more than others in this game. There's just so many loops to go through.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Alright, Setsuna's doing awesome work. I like that evade. I like that too. Alright, so I like how all that worked, and I like Setsuna using dashing elbow more. That was so effective.
Go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Ring out. Round 4. Ready, go!
I like the throw choice here. Good game, my friend. Good game. By the way, LD Wells, good game, son. Good game.
Forgot to train, eh?
And Satsuna, always good games, my friend. That said, there are different incentives going on between a TCG and Virtua Fighter, though. Right now, yes, there are groups that are trying to crack Doral, try to understand her in and out. But you know, with the TCG, especially Magic the Gathering, you have like standard rotate every 3 months. A new set comes out, and so you want your team to, with the resources that a team like that would have, to kind of know what they can do. Very good reversal. I see. Dural's a legit character. They've rebalanced her. I have no complaints about her right now. Honestly, I think they've balanced her well by being she's got a lot of like yes, she can do these combos, but there's a lot of combos that can be done against her. And like she can be wrung out like from the start. Like she can be wrung out from the opening. The light mode version can be. You just have to learn the combos against her. I like that. I like that neutral throw. But yeah, Dural's legit. I do have to learn how to fight against heavy Dural, which is good. Today's my first day playing against Dural, and I like it. Against the new Dural, because this does not play at all like the old Dural. Alright, good game, Ray. Good game. Ray's figuring out how to play Dural too. So. Yeah, the lightweight Dural plays a lot like Vanessa in a way, like an extremely like maybe more liable Vanessa. Like she can eat crazy combos. There are really she is the super lightest weight character and the heaviest character in this game. She's banned from tournament because, well, the players haven't had a chance to get to know her yet, so she's banned from the tournaments in November. She might be legal later, but right now they're just saying banned for right now while the players figure her out, right? It's a metagame call. It's not. That's the only reason. Because right now it would feel unfair to go into the tournament on Tuesday with Dural with limited information, because she'll probably run away with the gimmick or a sense of that, and then, but. To be honest, I do think she's pretty balanced. I think given the time, players will figure out how to fight her, and that the matches will be interesting. So that's the reason. So right now, it's just too much of an unknown for a tournament right now. But using clear language, like banned from tournaments, make it easier to understand that instead of explaining it every time, right? instead of explaining that she's legal later, they can just, well, when she's legal, they'll say that she's legal, and then that'll be fine. But right now, it's better to just use the language of she's banned from tournaments, but she's legal and ranked. And then you kind of go, you can ask the whys, and you'll be confused, but you'll kind of know that that's the rule. So right now, it's better to use that language, in my opinion, just so that the tournament knows she's not legal. That does happen in other fighting games, but VF is a very different thing. VF is a very, very, I don't know. I mean, I know it happens in other tournaments. I think in this community, we would be more sensitive to it, so we would be okay with a moratorium on. We would be okay with her being banned for a little bit while we figure this out. In VF6, that might be different, but to be honest, I think VF is quite an in-depth game. That the way that VF plays, I prefer the way that they're going about it. I think it's a thoughtful way to do it for VF. I'm not judging other games on it. I'm just saying for VF, I think it's good to make it like this right now, especially because Japan does have tournaments offline pretty regularly. So I think what they're doing right now is the right call. And at the same time, the community has already mostly accepted that Doral is there. She is a DLC character. There is also the frustration that I would agree with people saying that she should be at least playable in training mode. I would agree with that. Like without paying, I would agree with that personally. So I think that would be better, right? Then that would be the sooner we could say she could be legal, or that it'd be more reasonable for her to be legal sooner. But right now, I think it's good to have time on Doral. Yeah. But like, there's going to be an offline qualifier that I'm going to in Thailand in 4 weeks, right? So in 4 weeks, I'll be in Thailand playing there, and Japanese players will be there. But even then, I don't know if they want Doral to be legal yet, you know? And it's not that they hate on Doral. It's just more of like, they feel like the feeling of competitiveness has gotten weird. And it would be weird if everybody was playing Doral just simply because they're hoping the opponent doesn't know how to play against Doral. But yeah. But it's true that other games might do that, and it's a good point. It's a good question. Very awesome. By the way, I love your questions, Springlogs. So my responses, they're just my opinions, but I love the nature of all your questions, and I love that. I love that you're challenging all of us to think about these things. I like that very much. We need to have conversations like this.
Round 2. Ready?
My word is definitely not law. I should do more than that. By the way, Spacetime has developed a very strong Jackie. I play it very seriously. I try to evade punish it a lot, that's what I try to do. And then I try to capitalize on these situations where it requires Jackie to have perfect timing on the wake up. And it's not their fault, it's like I'm changing the timing of the Okizeme a lot. Very good choice, very good. But Spacetime is a very strong Jackie. We spar quite a bit offline. Yeah, so also I want to give shout out to Springlogs. Thanks for making the conversation in the chat way more interesting, and I appreciate that. That's what I want. I want more chats like this on my streams. I think it's a lot more fun, it's a lot more interesting, and it definitely is relevant, and it keeps the relevance of VF up. So thank you so much, Springlogs. Thanks for being an awesome teammate in this. Thanks for elevating the chat in my stream, because we're asking the questions that should be asked. Yeah, fist bump. So, you know. And that battle with LD Wells was so much fun. I wish I was the one to get the win on that, but not today. Today, LD Wells will take those 2 number 1s for sure. I think. Let's see what they got ahead of them. Other people, Setsuna can definitely give him a hard time. Rayblade can give him a hard time too. Actually, that's going to be interesting. But I think LD Wells has been on top of the Durao fights, but I'm not sure. Very interesting. We'll see.
You'd better take me seriously.
All right, here we go.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout!
All right.
Round 3.
The advice to Legion is that there are times when I'm sidestepping, and Taka can kind of deal with it if they can read it. But it is scary. Very good. Good throw. That was what I'm talking about. Alright, good game, Legion. Good game. So now I was trying to limit it on that 3rd round, but generally speaking, yeah, with the sidesteps, you want to. Taka has to kind of throw to beat sidestepping. His full circulars are really slow, and his half circulars are a little too constraining and punishable. So because of that, delay attacking is definitely one of his strongest ways to deal with sidestepping, but specifically throwing is very good. He has a really good throw game. And you do see Legion using the throw game. It's just more of a where to do it against me is kind of hard, right? So this is why, what are the techniques I'm doing to make it hard for Taka? Stuff like low punch in the backdash evade, but Taka can deal with it. What I would do with Taka there is I would crouch dash and then maybe commit to either guessing on 4P plus K, or throwing, or just defending. Basically defending or assaulting. When we say assault, we mean attack or throw. So defending, but crouch dash first, dash in, watch what they do, and then respond with either making a guess whether you're going to attack or you're going to defend there. It sounds weird for people thinking about moving forward and defending, but it's quite strong in this game, and you want to do it. Especially when someone's using techniques like backdash evade. And that's why I talk a lot about it today, about the power of dashing forward, the power of being able to move forward and kind of using it as a way to mitigate their strength in doing backdash evade, make them feel less safe doing that. Doesn't mean you have to commit to hitting them. Just means you gotta, it's like in soccer or basketball, where like in soccer, technically, if you don't have a goalkeeper, people will score all day on the goal. Simply having a goalkeeper there, even if the goalkeeper just simply stood still and did nothing, will dramatically lower the chance of somebody making a goal on the goal. Also, simply being a meter in front of your opponent when they have the ball will reduce their speed because they can't just run through you. they have to worry about how to properly get by you. In this game, staying in front of your opponent, staying in a state of like you're not making mistakes and they got to work around you is enough to put pressure on them. Now it's a little different because you're always in front of the opponent in this game. It's easier to apply this to ring out situation where just making sure that their back is to the ring out and you don't even have to win the situation, you just keep making sure that that's the case is really powerful in this game. But similarly, not overextending is the key here. So the point with those examples, when you try to steal the ball in soccer, there's a high chance that you win or lose. You lose, they go by you. Basketball is the same case. If you stay in front of them, it's harder for them to move forward. They will slow down. The team will catch up. But the moment that you get greedy, it's okay to be greedy if you're correct. But just simply by doing not much, not showing your hand at the higher level, that's how you kind of slow people down, how you slow your opponent down. I tend to be accurate about poking and prodding and going against people really fast, so that's why my games go really fast, right? So I'm willing to make those bets. But the truth is you want to kind of learn how to maintain this steady presence in front of your opponent to where they feel like they can't crack you. But that doesn't mean just guarding all the time. It's tricky. In this game, it means like crouch dashing. Crouch dashing is really what does it in this game. It's like a wave dash in Tekken. It's like a Mishima going like, I'm going to force guess between this low or this mid, and Virtua Fighter says, I'm going to make this guess between whether you think I'm going to attack you or throw you. And if you try to interrupt me, maybe I defend you actually. You know, and so that's why I'm saying you can crouch dash and guard. You can crouch dash and guard. That means you can safely crouch dash. The point of me saying that is you can crouch dash with with very little consequence. So then once you're used to that, then you crouch dash and you watch what they do. This guy is kind of playing slow, they hesitate, so I'm just going to crouch dash and attack. And then this other guy doesn't hesitate. This guy attack, like the moment I move forward, he strikes. So I'm going to crouch dash and I'm just going to block him, and then I'm going to play the guessing game, his guessing game, but I'm going to double down on my options on there. So if I think he's going to throw, I'm just going to launch him. And if I think he's going to knee, I might sabaki it or I might evade punish it. So I dash in to guard, and then but sometimes I'll dash into attacking defense. So there's all these games we play, but they happen so fast, it's hard to see, and I know, but that's why I'm trying to explain it. It might actually be at the awards this year, but I don't know. I think it's early. It's hard because it's hard, but they did say that they're going to do a big announcement. And if they're going to do a big announcement, it would be there. Oh, RJ, this is good stuff. So do I think New BF will be at the Game Awards? Because it's only because the producer keeps saying stuff like that they've got like some big announcement to make that I think that they would. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bet on it this year. But only because he said that. Only because he said that. That not that he said that it would be at awards, but because he keeps saying that because he keeps making a bold thing that there's like big news to come. Then it's like it would probably be then. But if he didn't say that, I honestly think it's too early. Like I really think the game has a ways to go. Good game, RJ. RJ, this felt really good. Did the game feel really good to you? I hope it felt good for you, because I'd like to know how it's feeling for you, because I know this game coming to PS5 is a big deal to you, and I always love sparring with you, RJ. So I'm glad you've got this on PS5. So, yeah. So I do think that VF doesn't need to be at the award show this year. I think honestly next year is a better time to be releasing huge news. So I would recommend to my friends not to expect too much in December. But if they show something cool, that will be amazing. But at the same time, I think the real campaign has got to be 9-10 months before the game comes out. You know, maybe 15 months before the game comes out. And I don't think we're there. I don't think we're like within 10-15 months of the game coming out. I think we're a year and a half away. And because I think that, I'm just not really expecting much until the latter part of next year with some drip feed still. But maybe a big thing at the awards show keeps it relevant and is really cool. And that would be amazing. I would love that. I really want there to be an announcement at Video Game Awards, but I do think we're far away from VF coming out. So yeah. Yeah, the Winter Directs are really cool for community though. I love how much Sega is investing in community right now. To be honest, it's definitely not the amount that they've done before, and they're trying, and there's a lot of stuff that's good about it. But... All right, Coffee Crusher, here we go. Very good, very good. Coffee Crusher's doing fantastic. All right, here we go. They've earned it. Here we go, Coffee Crusher. You're doing awesome.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Ring out! Round four. Ready,
Good game, Hectic Fall. That was an exciting battle. Good game. Coffee Crusher, you have a really good Jackie. Really good Jackie. I had a really good time with that battle. Good game. Good targeted reads too.
What a knucklehead!
Alright, is that it? Oh, we got one more round. Alright, surge mode, here we go, my friend.
Round one. Ready, go!
Nice. 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 Oh, nice super dash, nice dashing elbow. That was superb. That was really, really good. Super dashing elbow right here. Timing was perfect. I tried to interrupt it.
Round two.
I tried to call it out.
Ready, go!
I should punish that more, but that's okay.
Knockout!
Oh, John Claude was Search Mode Gaming. Okay.
Ready, go!
That was so cool.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice. That was really good. All right, Surge Mode, you've got this. Let's see what you do. Let's see if you got this.
Round 5. Ready, go!
That was an intense battle, my friend. Good game. Good game, my friend. If I made a mistake, I almost died for it. It was really, really good. If I inputted the wrong thing, I almost died for it. Good stuff.
Serious fight.
That was a lot of fun. Alright, so earlier I had missed a message. They said, unfortunately I wasn't loading into the match with John Claude, and it wasn't letting me back out of the league, so I closed out of the game entirely, didn't know what else to do there. I understand. I'm sorry for the frustration, but I'm glad you were able to come back into this league battle. Good stuff. This was a lot of fun, everybody. We had a great time. A lot of fun in the Kai's League today, as always. And I hope everyone's having a great time today. I had a wonderful Sunday as a result of this. There's some stuff I got to do, so unless UK Rain says they want to play, then I will play. But aside from that, I do want to work on projects. Oh, they did message. So, hey man. Okay. So it might be next week. Okay, so maybe next week UK Rain and I get to play before I go to Thailand. That'll be a blast. I've been wanting to spar with him for a while. He's a very strong Leon player from the UK, and I like to think I'm a very strong Leon player from the US, so it'll be a lot of fun. Good game, everyone. Rayblade, thank you so much. Thank you for all your support always. And yeah, but everyone, thank you very much. This was a great time. I'll play a little bit more, and then we'll call it a day. I'm gonna join the chat really quick.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Box Pizza on the Europe side has to say most of his matches do this pretty bad. As feels sluggish. So RJ was just a few matches too, so that's good. So I'll go post also later on this community Discord so that if you guys have feedback or I did load some of the notes already that was as I kept track on somewhere also compared to yesterday. But I think with this last league, I think there was Mentor Watt and Chanchai froze their match, and Mentor Watt had to leave for it to progress. And KDC, I'm not sure if KDC was kicked out or did he have to leave.
No, he had to leave, so that was a personal thing. That was like family.
Chanchai, are you back in the room now?
Yeah, I'm in the room. So can you hear me? Oh, let me see one sec.
But,
All right, I'm in the room. Okay, KDC was not taking one for the team. That was like he had to go. So
he did have to go.
He did have to go.
I just wanted to make sure those who had to actually leave, or was it the game kicking them out, or the fake Akai disbanding the room?
Yeah, it was external forces pulling his way, but you know.
Okay. But then there's the Mentor Watt had a game froze with you, so yeah. Stuff a little here and there.
Yep.
But LD Willis is trying to, I guess, defend his league leader spot. Got I think 2 quick finishes today. So Marco did just experience frame drops on his PlayStation 5. So I used Rusty Tachikoma in Europe, and J-Thor playing on the PlayStation did see frame drops on their end, not on the opponent's end. So okay. Do you know what stage it happened to you, Rusty? Like, City is pretty heavy in graphics.
Okay, because I delayed.
Ready, go!
Oh, I highly recommend those who do participate in like league sessions. All your matches is saved, automatically saved in your replays. I think it keeps like about 50 or 100. I think it's 50. Those are like a treasure trove of ways that you could just try to see to. If you're not happy.
Good game, Setsuna. Good game. That was a lot of fun.
Ora, ora, ora!
Yo, one thing on my stream that you will notice now is on the lower right corner you'll see icons, so you can see hide them who is actually chatting or not. Yeah, it should have league matches saved. So if you go into your replay, I'm quite sure it is. I haven't played. I didn't use the replay mode yet when I started hosting these league sessions about me playing in them. But everyone's league matches should be saved, right?
Normally, all the matches that you played, including offline, get saved into that immediate queue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just under quote unquote my matches. So yeah.
And those will get replaced after like 50 matches.
Yeah.
Start replacing the older ones. So if you really like a match or something, you could save it also in the my replay section.
Yeah.
Download the matches.
Yeah.
So there's 3 columns. One is rank matches, I think, and then your replays, and then your downloaded replays. Snow Mountain. Okay, so what's the experience playing drama on Snow Mountain? That's crazy.
I want to give a shout out to Fishbeard Fishbeard and Especia did some first to 10 battles with different people at Dawn's Arcade last night in LA. So it was on stream. So really happy for things like that happening.
Yes, seeing more social media activity for the I guess LA region.
Yeah. It's good because very strong logistical challenges as LA is such a huge place, and so these players making it work is wonderful.
Are you still planning to stream, or are you guys still gonna be here for a while? Cessna, Chanchai?
I will not be on too long. I gotta get working on projects and stuff like that, but yeah.
Okay.
Fishbeard said that they'd never done a VF for that event that they did the other night, so Fishbeard pushed for it. Thank you so much for pushing for it. I think was it Pico Mansion is the Twitch channel, I think. But thank you for pushing that, because stuff like that, it helps and it gives exposure, and it helps other people want to consider playing VF. Really, really wonderful.
Right. Hopefully next weekend will also be much more smoother. Maybe we'll get a hot fix by Sega. No, I haven't got to ask you, Chanchai. I did get to ask Cessna a week or two ago. Like, what was your favorite thing from lag event?
That's a hard one to ask me. Setsuna knows that I had a blast the whole time I was at LA Gathering, but he knows that I had a blast for many reasons and that I actually didn't play that much. But I am happy that I did play well. I mean, I played really well, right? In competition, I had good wins against almost everybody I wanted to fight against, you know. So it felt good to be like one of the, you know, get into the top 4 on the Dave's Arcade tournament. That was single elimination though, but Genesis Frenzy and I made the top 4 with Homestake here in Chimpanzé. But that also means we were luckily away from them in the bracket because it's a single elimination tournament. But we had good matches. And then you know, in the random select tournament, I lost right away in that, but I had so much fun fighting against Limey Porcupine, but I had to play the 3 characters that would give me the hardest time in that tournament. So I played as, you know, Lei Fei. Jeffrey was fine, and I won that game. And then I played El Blaze, and so that was something else, but it was a lot of fun. In the team tournament, I was able to win against Rental Animator, and then my gamble that Sente would probably might take a win against Yellowtail worked out really well. And then we had good matches against like half of Ohio, and we also had we did lose to Homestay Care's team, but we had a fun with that one. And then I also took down Adam Yuki's team, so that was so much fun. Yeah, that was a blast. And then of course fighting Gentleman Thieves team after that, and that was an exciting battle. And then in the double elimination main tournament, I had a great time, and I had great matches all throughout, so that was good. That's all the playing I pretty much did, though. Aside from a little bit of casuals, I was busy working the event and coordinating a lot of activities and just kind of getting things flowing. But I had so much fun doing it, and it was the best feeling just seeing like everybody having a great time. So I honestly just had a blast. Like it was just a incredibly fun many days for me. And I got to spend some time with my friend Setsuna. We didn't play BF at all there, but we had meals a lot together, so I'm really happy about that.
Too many BFers. Alright, that's done. Okay.
I had a feeling that this would work. I was just like, I have a feeling double elbow will work here.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I'll go waste Cessnets for now. So I gotta play matches.
That was cool. I forgot about that.
We'll continue doing these league sessions next week, same time. Everyone should be more standardized time now since United States has gone through the daylight savings. So for those from Europe who the time switch, it should be now one quicker time than it was in the past. Be week 2. One thing you'll notice that you'll see the standard top 3 leagues that I usually do, but there's also going to be a top 25% standings, which is going to be used for the playoff. Do playoffs.
So cool.
So as the season ends, which is going to end of December, there might be 1 weekend or 2 weekends that I will not host, depending on what the schedule is like with the holidays.
Scam on 9K.
But after the season ends, we'll start the next season, beginning January. But while that is happening, we'll do the playoffs, which will not be done at the same time in which these league sessions are already won. We'll have time specifically based on who's in the playoffs. We'll form the timing on what their schedule is like. So again, because it's online, we don't have a physical venue that gets wet or anything. We're going to try to be as flexible as possible to make it for those who wish to participate. We'll fit the time to work for you guys. Alright, thanks again, Chanchai and Cessna. Glad to have all 3 of us back again on the stream. And talk to you guys there next time.
Alright, talk to you later. Thanks so much, Akai. Always a blast. Let's see, what is this? I wish you could switch on the frame. Yeah. Valkyrie says, open book play like this is interesting, but I think it trains you to look at the frame. Honestly, what's important to watch in the game is watching the animations. Watching your opponent's animations is one of the most important things to focus on in this. Like, and determining it before the hit. That was a lot of fun.
Knockout.
Advantages of an 11 frame jab, right?
You know, I should just go get one match in with you guys.
Why not?
You should,
Let me
yes.
get my joystick. If I don't trip over all the wires. I guess the question is, which one should I play on? The PlayStation or the Steam?
Up to you, man.
Very nice. Very nice, Fishbeard. It's always fun fighting Fishbeard. Once he gets into the fight, he gets pretty tricky. But there are some openings that change shit, so it's hard to tell him where they are. Right now, it's kind of that understanding if I'm going to play a backdash game or not. And then the fuzzy guard game here. And then right now I'm just speed reacting. That's the hard advantage here. So with Eileen, making use of delay attacks would actually start to make them less vulnerable to the sidestepping. But what's happening is I'm switching between whether I'm playing with evade or with backdash or duck, right? I'm switching between those a lot, and that's what's giving their Eileen a lot of hard times when I go hard on them. And then this backdash game, always a strong one against them right now. So later they'll want to watch the replay to see when this is working against them. That 9P was really good though. It's what you definitely do against somebody that's using a lot of low attacks. That 9P is so good. Like Eileen can actually react to low attacks with that 9P, just like Leon, in theory, could react to low attacks with his 8K.
What a knucklehead!
So when you start playing in like the recovery hit type of play, tools like that become pretty scary, because then you're kind of, when you start being able to register what attack's coming in.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good. I like the timing on the throw. And this one too. Eventually I need to just like, take that. I mean, this delay into throw is always good right here. Just know that someone's gonna evade. Actually, delay throw is not the best one, but it works. But delay into attack is quite strong. Okay, that was good. You think that ECD beats what? Which one are you talking about, Fishbeard? I don't know what is anymore. But also understand that the full circular high that goes into back turn, ECD depends on the frames. But it's still a good move though. Almost ducked this. Have to crouch dash to do it. I forget, neutral throw never do kick because he can actually get you to wake up backwards. So yeah, neutral throw never do a rising attack. Even if you backdash, it won't work, so. Nice. Nice. Good game. That was so much fun.
Jeez.
Yeah, so just remember, Akira's neutral throw never do rising attack. You'll rising attack in the wrong direction. So. Alright, good to have Rusty Tachikoma here. I haven't fought them in a bit, so.
Let's see how many seconds you'll last. Are you ready?
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go!
Did anybody else see a slowdown?
Yeah, I saw a slowdown there. But that's been happening. I think it's for me. I've been wondering if that's the
When
anti-cheat.
somebody comes in the room,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to report that.
Yeah,
Four.
both you and Lemmy from Play on Xbox mentioned that sounds like the case.
Round five. Ready, go! Excellent.
I wonder if his controller got disconnected.
I was wondering that why he kept crouch guarding the whole time. So
Yeah.
it's okay. Some people do that. Some people, it's a certain reaction sometimes. But yeah. But good battle. Good games. Oh, they said my FGC2 stopped responding, so he apologized. No problem. We understand.
Okay.
We understand, man. It's all good.
Wingman.
We're happy to have you in here. But yeah, the Wingman FGC2 stopped responding. That, stuff like that has been happening. Yes, I think this weekend, Tekken tournament in Korea had a lot of issues with. So on the PS5 Slim of all things.
Ready, go!
Springlogs asks, how do you deal with your friends quitting VF? Well, I just understand that it's their choice, I try not to be too forceful to them because I've had a lot of friends who came back into VF, and sometimes there was a better time for them to come back into VF, and sometimes it's not for them, and sometimes it's not for them, but they do come back and they want to try and they like a lot of things about it. Most of the times they like it, and sometimes they just need a break. So when friends quit VF, I respect that decision, and I try not to be too forceful about it. There'll be moments when I get to express my love of VF, but I'll try not to be so heavy on it with them. And a lot of times they come back. A lot of times they'll give it a try again, So in my experience, taking that type of approach has worked better than almost any other. Trying to convince somebody to stick with the game has usually backfired for me. And so I don't try to do that. I just try to have an honest conversation about whatever. So I'll turn it into a conversation about what fighting games they are enjoying. And they may come back into VF, and sometimes they do. So yeah, the thing is yeah, for each person it's their journey, and respecting their journey is good. You know, and so a lot of times they do end up coming back to VF, so it's worked out for me. But I try not to force it at all, and I just try to let's just keep having good conversations. And they know, and my love of VF has a higher chance at getting people to try it than any words. So my actions will speak louder than my words. That was a nice 9K over the low kick.
Round 5. Ready, go!
By the way, Yakubanami, yes, thank you for the support, and yes, VF always finds a way to come back to you. But I do like that. One cannot just escape VF.
Oh, that's nice.
Jeez.
Very good battle. That was exciting. And I like seeing Carcharius Vid is in here with the drought. Awesome. Love it. It's good to have you here, Carcharius Vid. What if they quit the FGC completely? It's the same thing. Respect each person's journey, right? Sometimes, look, I love playing all kinds of games. Fighting games are my favorite, but I love playing all kinds of games. So, people do. It's okay. People get in and out of sports. People get in and out of books. So these are hobbies, and even martial arts. People will quit martial arts. So it's one of those things where it's okay. It's just part of their journey. What is this? What the hell was that?
I got 42
Oh,
frames.
Rusty
Me too.
Tachibana came back.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's someone joined the room caused the ace for console.
Yeah.
It's like,
The good thing is it didn't hinder my performance. It was just more of like, okay. I was just more like, I'm used to it. Like, I know how to deal with it, but I was just like, what was that? But nowadays we have the indicator saying 42 frames. It's like, I've never seen the 42 frames.
that seems to be consistent. Yeah. I'm on the PlayStation right now. This might be a console thing only, Xbox and PlayStation. I only have 2 Steam players who experience that.
Because you canceled. Because you canceled. So, if you didn't cancel, you would have nailed me pretty good. I can't believe she's super crouch after that.
Jeez.
GG's. Pies. Something, but I felt really good about evading some of those sequences. It's like, if I got hit, I'll evade. But the thing is, then the meta after that is, okay, I'm gonna do attacks that are minus on hit against Chanchai. It's like, and I'll be like, oh no. The minus on hits are really good for drawing people that like to evade if they're in the mode of like evading everything. It's like,
You better take me seriously.
all
The
right.
frame shots on your PlayStation, Cessna?
Round
Or
1.
was it this look at this photos?
Go!
What's the question?
When you were playing your match and someone joined the room, did your frame per second drop on your side of your screen, or did it just
Both.
both? Okay. Yeah, mine went down to 40 frames per second. It's a standard PlayStation 5.
Yeah, this is definitely very weird.
Yeah, I could see that being even more troublesome when people was actually playing the league and people was texting entering back in. I wonder if two people using Steam, do they experience this or not? Get one more engine.
I'm like poking Karcharis. I'm trying to figure out what to do against Durrell. These floats definitely change the dynamic of how you want to convert.
Yeah, I was mentioning this earlier, but especially in her rapid mode, I haven't really looked at all her massive mode appearance in the different stages. But Duo looks very different in all the 20 stages of the game.
Oh, does she? I see. Because they're using different maps for the reflection map.
I think so, but it's really hard to look at when she's in the always shrine stage.
Awesome. She's got stage tech that's unique.
That and the Virtual Fire 1 stage, she looks really like, it was really hard to see. It hurts my eye just looking at Duro. Because I wonder when someone actually came on my stream earlier this week to mention how Duro looks bad. And then I didn't think she looks bad until when I saw her on different stages. Like, oh wow, she's very different looking at different stages.
Yeah. I think, you know, something that we take for granted is that she is designed to be playable just on her main stage. So tricks like using the maps for the texture, something.
I think they actually intentionally made her to be different on each stage because it's very different how she looks. So I think that was I was kind of disappointed that they didn't include like her other dual versions of her. But it's kind of neat to see all the different types of variations of duo in the stages. Like, I think it's Vanessa, so Jeffrey's stage, in which she looks blubber, like just complete solid blubber.
I thought I got it. I thought I was able to punish this. Not enough time.
Fuzzy!
That was good.
Nice.
Thanks. Maybe too clever is not good here. Sucked. Nice. Good game.
Yeah, GG's.
That was a lot of fun. It's all good, Karcharis Viz. It's fun playing Doral and figuring stuff out. It's a fun character. It was fun watching Rayblade try to figuring out what to do with Doral in the different situations. Too.
Yeah, one big change from Final Showdown, Duro, and double stage is when she gets her change stances from PKG. It's not mid no more, it's high.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Normal, on guard.
I see.
And it doesn't knock down, no hit no more, that's +4. So they really adjusted that. It used to be +3 on block and the down hit, so it could be used.
I
In
see.
fact, next to use Chanchai as change stances if they want to.
But,
Still be an advantage.
but changing to a high attack is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's a big change with now, so.
Yeah.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout.
Good timing on the wake up. Really messed with Rusty's timing.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Nice PKG. Oh no, their controller disconnected? No, okay, they're good.
Knockout.
Sorry. I wasn't trying to disrupt you, but it looked like they went neutral for a while. I was like, what the? You know? So,
No, he just gave up.
yeah.
Yeah, I got the FGC2 adapter too. I'm not too happy about it. I think it increased some. I think it actually causes some.
It'll add to some delay because it is.
FGC2. So I'm not sure if Rusty might be experiencing that playing on the PlayStation 5 with the FGC2 adapter.
Round 1. Ready,
Yeah.
go!
Oh, the second
Your
time.
frame rate is crazy.
Yeah. It's the PlayStation 5 not suitable enough for this. That'd be sad. It's the third time now.
Ring out.
I wonder if is my system overheated now or something. It's been 3 hours or 4 hours now.
Round 2.
Is that a problem the PlayStation 5 user had?
Ring out. Round 3. Ready,
Yeah, that's a lot of times.
Springlock says that in the beta, Ranked it had the PS5 logo on the console.
ring out.
I didn't notice that.
GG's, that's that.
That is so weird. Okay.
Yeah, the entire match, it dropped light. I wonder if
Does it feel warm to the touch, your PlayStation?
it's kind of far away, but it's most likely it's hot. It's been on for 4 hours since I hosted the league session.
What model are you using? Just a normal standard launch, right?
Yeah, the standard PlayStation, yeah. That's something that's something good to know.
I am going to raid people.
All right, thanks guys for the matches. But it's good to know that my PlayStation, it might not work too well, maybe in the long run.
Yeah, spring logs. In my experience with the beta, I only saw the console. I didn't see like the PS5 logo.
I'll talk to you guys later, Chanchai. That's enough.
All right, talk to you later. Thanks so much, Akai.
Talk to you, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Time's up.
I'm testing out your move list, Chanchai. Don't worry, keep at it. I'm just testing the move list here.
Go.
The damage modifier seems quite a bit against Duro. One of the betas on PC definitely showed the PS logo. That is interesting.
Three. Ready, go. Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go.
Normally no. Normally Duro does not have a voice. Just kind of a ah sound like and tongue in the classic VF. Alright, here we go.
Round 5. Ready, go.
Good.
Knockout.
Alright, good game. Good game. Keep it up. It's fun figuring out Durell. It's fun learning it from the other side. Keep it up, Craig. I'm happy that you're here. I'm enjoying this. Alright, Rusty Tachikoma, this will be my last one. But I'm really having fun with you all. Hope you all have a good one, and I'll catch you a bit later. But this will be the last game. But this is a lot of fun. I'm gonna try getting to work on my projects. But I appreciate y'all so much. This has been a wonderful day. We're gonna raid for sure. If you guys want to nominate someone to raid, let me know.
Ready, go.
I see. just kind of see how they attack. Very nice, nice. Okay. I had a feeling that that would be an evade right there too. Okay.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Three choices. Alright.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Good games, Rusty. That was so much fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I like a lot of the way that Rusty plays. Rusty uses evade pretty well. The challenge with that is on our connection, it's going to roll back on the evades, so I have to be ready for that. But even when I threw, they did like evades, so they do like evade crouch dash, which I think is really cool. I like that they do the evade crouch dash. It's hard to see it. It's hard to see it in those spots, but that's fine. I'll do a rematch. But like, but it's really good stuff. I like their choices on Okizeme, and I like everything. So let's fight more in the future. The connection is rough, but I enjoyed it. So thank you very much. Yeah. No, absolutely. Got to use the fake Steve quadrant. But I like the way Rusty plays, and I was actually trying to test out some ideas, but what I really liked to see was when I did PK into throw, and they did like looked like they did fuzzy into evade as opposed to ECD, and so I thought that was really cool because I was trying to catch more of the ECD, so I really like that. So it's good stuff and really fun. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and thank you for the battles, man. Keep it up, and like let's spar more. I like your Sarah a lot. Give me hell, and it's very fun. So let's figure out who we're going to raid.
Excellent. Round 2. Ready, go!
It's probably gonna be LD Wells. Let's see who's on. And everyone, thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
We do have blurring. Let me see if okay. So Fox is playing. It's always fun, but looks like Fox is doing a Dural lab. I think I'm more interested in doing something like blurring then. But I do like Fox. Fox is awesome. So is LD Wells. So we got a lot of people streaming right now, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and share. We're gonna raid blurring. So everyone have a good one, and thank you very much. Say hi to blurring for me, and keep the chat awesome. Springlocks, thank you so much. Nice chats.
I'm no pushover, sweetie.
Round 1.
All right, take care, Rusty. Take care, Springlogs. Cheers.